Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we are joined by our good friend Michael, who is here for a 3-player playthrough of a game that is currently on Kickstarter called Speakeasy.
Yes, this game is designed by Vital Lacerda and published by Eagle-Gryphon Games, who are helping sponsor this playthrough. And in this game, we are taking on the roles of mob bosses who are trying to strike it rich in Prohibition 1920s New York. We're trying to make as much money as possible so that we can win.
Yes, this is a heavy strategy game for 1 to 4 players in which we are going to have to manage our speakeasies properly in order to have the most money at the end of the game. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a full teach of the game and we'll go straight into our 3-player playthrough. If you'd like to jump around, we'll include timestamps in the description below.
Now, of course, this is a prototype copy of the game, so things are subject to change in the future. It is a very high-quality production, but just be aware of that. If you are interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description down below, which you can check out at your leisure. And lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, let's start with the teach. All right, we are all set up here for a game of Speakeasy. Welcome to Manhattan during what is known as the Prohibition era in the United States. This is a time period of about 13 years, basically from 1920 to 1933, in which the manufacturing, import, transportation, and especially selling of alcohol was prohibited. So then what did people do? They became mobsters and they sold alcohol illegally. And so in this game, players play as different mobsters who are just trying to make the most amount of money by the end of the game by building out buildings in the form of speakeasies, casinos, and nightclubs so that you can acquire alcohol by either making it or acquiring it from these different rum runner boats that are along the ports in order to sell them to your establishments. And so the game is played over the course of 13 rounds, with each round representing 1 year during the Prohibition era. The first round is actually just a setup round, and we'll probably just discuss how that works when we start the playthrough. During that round, players will basically get to build a building and play one of their cards before the true game starts. Then, the rest of the game is played over the course of 11 player rounds, which are actually divided into 4 separate acts, with the first act consisting of 4 rounds, the next 2 of 3, and the final act with just 1 round, before you go into endgame scoring. So then, the way that the game works is each player round, players will be taking turns putting out one of their capos and sending them to speak with a person of interest. And this is the main way in which you'll be taking actions during the game. Now, the persons of interest are actually separated into 8 different locations, and in each location, there are between 2 or 3 different people that you can speak with. When sending out a capo, you're going to send them to a specific person that's at a location who no one else has visited yet, unless you go to the park, which we'll discuss in a second. Then you'll resolve actions from top to bottom. And so anytime you see actions that are in this sort of big rectangular space, those are the actions that are assigned to that particular location. Meaning it doesn't matter who you visit at that location, you'll always be able to take those actions there. Now, as for the individual actions, these are specific to the person who I'm visiting. So since I visited the person in the middle here, after taking the location action, then I may also take their middle action here, which is upgrading something on my player board. And so as you can see, some of these actions are repeated in the different locations, and you'll also see different combinations of sometimes the location action being at the bottom versus at the top. But always keep in mind that you must resolve from top to bottom. And in the case of an action space having several in a row, then it doesn't matter the order in which you resolve them. So then let's just go ahead and start with both the contractor's office as well as the city planning office, because both of their actions are sort of similar. And so each player has 4 different types of buildings that we can build over the course of the game. We have speakeasies, which are organized on the left side of our board. One building, though, being a still, which is not a building that you can sell at. It's a building where you're going to be manufacturing alcohol in order to sell. In general, it is much cheaper to put these types of buildings into play, but when you go to sell alcohol to them, you'll sell them for less. And at the end of the game, you'll also potentially score points for the buildings that are left on the main board, and these will also give you less points. Now, on the right-hand side of our boards, we have nightclubs as well as casinos. And these are $12 and or $17 respectively in order to build them, but they can make you more money than speakeasies in a few different ways. And if it's not apparent, each player has their own player boards. Right now we're only showcasing one player. Now the difference between these 2 location actions is that going to this location allows you to build 2 buildings, but they must be speakeasies and or your still, because each player only has 1 still that they can build. Alternatively, this location lets you build 2 buildings as well, but they must be either nightclubs and/or casinos. Now, when building any of your buildings, including during the setup round, you'll have to choose a location in any of the districts to build in, and that decision is very important. Because at the end of the first 3 acts, we are going to have what's called the Lucky Luciano phase. And in each zone, we're basically going to earn a certain amount of money depending on how many of the districts in that zone we personally control via our buildings. In addition, we also have enemy mobsters who are in these districts, and they are represented by the red Speakeasy buildings. And so as you can see, they've already populated some of the districts at the start of the game, and more will come and attack any buildings in their district during the Lucky Luciano phase. And so during the player rounds, we're actually going to know where the mobsters will be going to attack so that we can be prepared for them. And so in this example, at the end of the first Lucky Luciano phase, we are going to have mobsters try to take over District 3, District 12, as well as District 16, as well as police officers who will become more and more numerous as the game progresses. So as you can see, the decision as to where to place your buildings is quite important, and I'll discuss the impact of the Lucky Luciano phase in more detail when we get there. Now, when placing out a building of any type, and after paying its cost, you're going to place it in an available space, and the city tile that is there, which are these round chits, you get to collect. And so each player can store a maximum number of 4 city tiles on your player board. Each city tile shows some sort of bonus or action that you'll get to perform if you choose to when visiting the restaurant, which we'll talk about later. Then you'll gain the bonus of the building that you just built. And so in the example of this specific Speakeasy, this allows me to upgrade one of the 4 operations on my player board or my strength. And actually, anytime you see this symbol, whether it's on your player board after building a building or in any of the locations as actions that you can take, this means that you can upgrade one of your 4 operations, which are these tokens that you have on your player board, or your strength. These operations represent different aspects of your business, and they actually correspond to the 4 different types of what we call operations cards that are in the game. And each player starts the game with one of each type in their hand. This is going to be very important for taking these specific actions that have to do with manufacturing, transporting, and selling alcohol. And upgrading their individual markers makes that specific action stronger. In addition to the 4 operations, we will also be increasing our strength level over the course of the game, and this is going to be very important for both defending against other mobsters as well as attacking them. When building your buildings, if you'd like to place them in a district that contains other mobster speakeasies, you must first attack them by having more strength than their defense level, which is going to be on the marker that's in their district. So in this example, if I wanted to place my speakeasy in this district instead, then I would have to have a minimum of 5 strength. And so anytime you need a certain number of strength, you can always increase your strength by discarding any number of goons. And so goons are going to be a sort of associate who we will be hiring over the course of the game. And our player boards can hold a maximum of 6 goons. We'll each start with 1. And for each goon you discard, you'll gain 1 additional strength, which clearly would not be enough in this example if my strength is only at a 1. Now, one thing that I didn't mention is anytime you increase any of the 5 parameters on your player board, you'll also go up in infamy, which is the tracker on the right-hand side here. The amount of infamy that you have will determine how much money you actually get to sell your alcohol for. And so at the start of the game, for each barrel of alcohol that we sell, we'll make $10 if it's a speakeasy or $15 if it's one of the more expensive buildings. In addition, going up in infamy will allow you to unlock certain bonuses, including additional family members, which we'll talk about in a second, as well as giving you access to some of the public goals. Because if you're familiar with Lacerda games, you know that a lot of them include the use of public goals, which can be found in the different zones of the board. And advancing to the 18 spot, as an example, will just gain you $15 into your vault, which of course are just straight points because the object of the game is to have the most amount of money. And so speaking of earning money, one really important concept in this game is that you will have 2 different areas to hold your money. You'll have money that's in hand, which you can always just freely spend in order to put up buildings or purchase barrels, etc. And you'll also have your vault, which is sort of like your money safe. Now, at the start of the game, players will have $30 in their vault and $15 in hand. If at any time you need additional money than what you're currently holding, you can pull money out of your vault, but you'll have to launder it at a 2-to-1 ratio. Which means if you need to spend $5 extra, then you need to pull out $10 out of your vault. And again, your money equals points because at the end of the game, after cashing out all of the payments, etc., then your money will be equal to whatever you have in hand and your vault. And so anytime you earn money when it's in the vault symbol, that means it goes directly into your vault and it does not go into your hand. But one important thing to keep in mind when building specifically is you can always upgrade your speakeasies that are already on the board to one of the more expensive buildings. So if I just wanted to turn that speakeasy into either a nightclub or a casino, then I can just upgrade it. And any buildings that you remove from the board are removed from the game. Now, when upgrading, if ever I've completely built out all of the buildings in a grouping here on your player board, then you also get a discount on the price of that, which is equal to however much that grouping of buildings costs. And from left to right, they are $3, $5, or $8. In addition, casinos are special because anytime turn order changes, all players will gain $3 for each casino that you have on the board. So the earlier you build these, the better. However, when building them, you also have to discard an operation card from your hand. And this is all listed on your player board. Now, as for the other types of actions that you'll see at these locations, anytime you see a book symbol, which can be found in other locations as well as on various bonuses throughout the game, that action allows you to gain a book. And so in this game, these books are the way in which you claim the different public goals that are sort of littered around the board. And in order for you to place these out, you'll have to first gain them because you won't start with any of them in your supply. Now, thematically, these books refer to how the mobsters used to alter their financial records in order to evade taxes. And so in this game, when we go to score these public objectives, it's called cooking the books. And we'll discuss this more at the restaurant. Now, anytime you see this symbol, these allow you to gain a helper card, one of the 3 that are face up in the display. And helper cards basically give you a benefit that you can utilize at the start of your turn. So before placing out a capo, you can take the benefit of one of your helpers. And once you do that, then the helper gets placed behind your vault. And at the end of the game, you're going to be able to score the additional money that's at the bottom right-hand corner of the card for each unique type of bottle that you've acquired. And the bottles are on the bottom left here. And that's regardless of whether or not you utilized the helper's assistance. Now, for the rest of the actions, I'm going to discuss them more generally and leave the specifics to the playthrough because this is quite a heavy game and there are a lot of concepts to digest. And so moving on to the operations cards. Anytime you see actions such as these two or the actions at these locations, these pertain to playing operations cards. And there are 4 types of operations cards in the game. They each correspond to a specific type of main action. When playing these cards, you're going to gain the benefit that's above the dashed line, and these benefits will range quite a bit. As an example, this one allows me to go up on my VIP track, which also gains me an infamy. Always keep that in mind. And then you'll get to take the action that corresponds with that card, which in the case of the VIP cards, these allow you to protect your buildings. And then these cards will actually get slotted into your player board so that you can actually see the artwork peeking through the doors or the windows or frames. Now, in order to protect your buildings, you'll need family members. And in order to gain family members, you have to take actions that are symbolized by the darkened figure. And so you'll see those throughout the game. And whenever you gain a family member, you'll have to decide whether to send them to your VIP room or to the docks. Now, there is a capacity which is represented by the VIP tracker here. And that tells you how many family members you can hold in your VIP rooms. At the start of the game, you can only hold 1. But in order to protect your buildings, you'll have to send family members from your VIP room. So there is a bit of a cycle that goes from your supply to the VIP rooms first and then to your buildings. And the significance of protecting your buildings is that each district is going to have a police officer by the end of the game, and some of the districts actually start the game with one. Any buildings that are in a district that has a police officer but does not have any of your family members assigned to protect it basically does not exist. So for the purposes of area majority during the Lucky Luciano phase, as well as in order to make or sell alcohol, you will need to protect it, or else you just can't. Now there is one exception. If you do not have a family member protecting your building, but there is no police officer there yet, then it is still operable, which means you can still sell alcohol, etc. But as soon as an officer arrives in that district and you don't have a family member, then it is inoperable. So at the end of the game, we are going to score a certain amount of money for the different buildings that we still have on the board. And if they are not protected with a family member, then you will not score for them. And again, in order to send out family members to protect your buildings, you'll have to either play one of these cards that allow you to do it, because that is the symbol for protecting, or some locations, such as this location, has that symbol. And when doing so, you have to pay a certain amount of leverage per family member that you assign to your buildings. And that is going to be dependent on your turn order. So this is the turn order track. It's going to be constantly in flux, but the earlier you go in the round, the more expensive in the form of leverage each family member will cost to put them out. And again, leverage can be found at the top of your card, so it's going to be the sum of all of the values showing on your player board, as well as any leverage tokens that you spend. So anytime you see this symbol, this represents leverage. And so these actions allow you to gain leverage tokens from the supply so that you can spend them when you need to. Now moving on, the orange cards are still cards, and these allow you to make alcohol as long as you have your still built somewhere on the board, because you're technically making alcohol at your still. And so it's important to keep in mind that you can never sell alcohol at this building. And your stills marker determines how many barrels of alcohol you can make whenever you take that action. Now, alternatively, if you don't want to make your own alcohol, you can also gain alcohol from the different rum runner boats that are going to be sailing around the perimeter of Manhattan. Each boat is represented on the dock over here, and in order to gain alcohol, you can either buy it from the boats or you can steal it. When buying alcohol from them, you'll first need to have one of your trucks positioned in the district where the boat is docked at. And so fleet cards, which are the green operations cards, they allow you to move your truck to pick up and deliver barrels and to buy barrels from the boats. And that is the main action that these green cards correspond with. Now, if it's the first time that you're moving your truck can appear in any district of the board. But as soon as your truck enters the board, then it can never leave. When buying barrels from a rum runner, you can buy up to 2, and the price is listed at the bottom of each barrel. It becomes more expensive the more barrels are purchased, and they will get placed inside your truck bed so that you can now deliver them to your buildings. Now, when moving your truck, as an example, I can move up to 2 spaces. You're going to be moving across the divider lines, but never diagonally. And so because I have up to 2 spaces, I can move one more to deliver as a free action to my 2 buildings. And each building can only have up to 1 barrel next to it, but again, only as long as the building is operable. So even though neither of these buildings are protected, there is no police officer in this district yet, so I can deliver those barrels to them. And in order to sell these barrels, you'll have to take the sell action, which can be found on the party operations cards, the purple ones. So the main type of action here allows you to sell a number of barrels equal to wherever your tracker is here. And they can be anywhere on the main board as long as they are adjacent to one of your operable buildings. And the amount of money that you gain per barrel depends on how far you are on the infamy track, but that money goes directly into your hand. Now, I mentioned that you can also rob the rum runners. And so in order to take that action, you'll need to go to this specific location here because it is the location's action. Now, in order to rob a rum runner, you'll need to exceed the strength that's listed on their board. And at the start of the game, this will be the value that's in the highlighted circle. Now, each time we remove barrels from their board, that value increases, which means the boat will get stronger. In addition, anytime you want to rob one of these boats, you'll need to have family members at the dock. So like I was mentioning earlier, each time you gain a family member, you'll decide between your VIP room or sending them to the docks. And depending on the space that you place them in, you'll gain the bonus indicated by its row. Now, the docks are divided into 3 separate columns that represent the 3 different zones of Manhattan. And when calculating my attack value, I'm going to multiply my current strength by the number of family members that I have in that specific zone on the docks. And so as an example, if I wanted to attack this blue rum runner, I currently have a strength of 1 and I have 1 family member on the docks for a total strength of 1, which obviously would not be enough because Stephanie has a strength of 10. But the more strength you have and the more family members that you have in that specific zone, the higher your potential strength can be. And when calculating this, you can also spend goons to increase your strength. Now, anytime you go to send a family member to the docks, you can also rearrange all of your family members that are there. And when attacking a rum runner, you can also utilize other players' family members in the same zone, but you must pay them $1 for each family member you use. If you're successful, then you must remove one of your family members from that zone back into your VIP room. And if you don't have any space, then you lose them. But the good thing here is you also gain 1 barrel, but it can be placed next to any of your buildings that are in operation, which means you don't have to transport it via your truck. It'll go directly to a building to be sold. In addition, you'll also gain the Rum Runner's Crate. And this is probably one of the best reasons why you would rob a Rum Runner, because these crates will give you ongoing abilities, which are at the top, as well as an immediate amount of cash, because you just stole a bunch of cash from them. And each crate has their own scoring condition, but you would gain that cash in hand. And we'll discuss the crates more in detail as we play the game. And those are the main types of actions that you'll primarily see us do. Now, the last couple of locations that are going to be very important during gameplay are the park, which allow you to switch places with another player's capo anywhere on the board. And that player gets to gain one of these 3 benefits, which is gaining a leverage token, a city tile from the display here, or a book. And you get to take the action that they were blocking. But this can only be done up to 3 times per act. And finally, we have the restaurant, which is a very important location. Any number of capos can be placed here, but in order for you to go there, you'll need to discard an operation card from your hand. Now, one thing that I didn't mention is after resolving your action, you'll always end your turn by drawing a new operations cards from any of the decks here. And so as you can see, operations cards are a sort of currency that you'll also have to manage during the game. Now, in going to the restaurant, you'll first determine your turn order by moving your token to one of the available spaces in the bottom row. Taking the 3rd player space here requires you to discard an additional operations card, because even though you're going 3rd, you get to protect at a much cheaper leverage rate. And basically, at the end of the player round, all players in the top row will slide over to make room for the bottom row people. So it's a very simple way of changing turn order. And again, at the end of a round in which a player has visited the restaurant, all players who own casinos will gain $3 per casino. In addition to turn order, going to the restaurant allows you to do any 2 of these 3 options, but they must be different. And they are playing an operations card from your hand, using 2 of your city tiles, which were those tiles that you collect for placing out buildings onto the board, or cooking up to 3 of your books. And that is the way in which you score these public objectives. Now, some public objectives, such as these ones, as well as the ones on the infamy board, are pre-printed on the board. So you'll always play with those each game. And they're going to be stuff like having a certain number of crates or having protected buildings in a certain number of districts. These goals at the bottom are zone goals, and they require you to have a certain combination of buildings in that specific zone. But these buildings must be protected. And so as an example, in this zone here, we have to have a Speakeasy as well as a casino in 2 different districts. Central Park is special because in order for you to get from one district to another, you have to go around. You cannot traverse the park. These objectives are variable as well. They're less lucrative, but they are a bit easier to achieve. And so anytime you cook your books, you're going to literally place one of your books on an available slot that you've completed. You'll gain any bonus that's on the book itself, and then you'll gain the amount of money shown for that objective, and that goes into your vault because it has the vault symbol. And these goals are going to be stuff like having at least 5 leverage, or having at least 3 family members protecting your buildings. Or in the case of this wants you to reach at least level 4 on 3 of your tracks on your player board. But that is the basic concept of cooking books, and again, anything that I didn't cover in terms of the actions and bonuses we'll discuss as we play the game. Now, the last thing is the Lucky Luciano phase, and again, this occurs at the end of the first 3 acts, basically once all of the player rounds are done for that act. During this phase, the first thing that happens is new mobsters will join the board and will attempt to attack their districts. And so in numerical district order, we're going to look at each of the districts that have one of these tokens on them, and we're going to gain a new mobster that will try to attack all of the buildings that are in that district. And these mobsters will get stronger from act to act. And so as an example, if I had built my Speakeasy in this district over here, I know for a fact that at the end of this act, a mobster is going to try to attack it. And in order for me to properly defend against them, I will need to at least meet their strength value, which is going to range anywhere from 8 to 12. And again, your strength is equal to your strength marker plus any number of goons you choose to discard from your player board, as well as any mobster you choose to associate by taking this action. And that is the last concept of the game. Taking that action allows you to associate with a mobster of your choice. This does not cost you anything. You basically place your marker there because you can always choose to disassociate with them and associate with a new one. And each mobster will either give you an ongoing ability or an immediate ability, and then you'll flip them over because during the Lucky Luciano phase, you can pay the amount that's shown on their tile in order to add their strength to your strength. And you can do this for each building that you need to defend, but you'll have to pay them each time. And again, money equals points. And so the game comes with a wide variety of these mobster tiles, so we'll discuss all of their abilities as we play the game. But just so you know, if you were not able to properly defend against them, then your building gets removed and a mobster speakeasy is placed in its place. And during player rounds, players can take over those building spots as normal, and any spots that did not have a player building will also gain a mobster speakeasy. Then, once the mob wars are done, we'll add new officers to the districts that have the officer tokens. And finally, we'll pay out each zone depending on area control. In each zone, we're going to see who controls each district. And for each district you control, you're going to go up on this tracker. And there is a mob tracker here because mob pieces can control a district. Now, any districts that only contain mob buildings are controlled by the mob. However, as an example, in the case of this district, I have a building here. It's not protected, but I don't have a police officer in that district. Now, unfortunately, if this were a real example, I would gain the police officer into that district before we resolve payouts. And in that case, then I would not control this district because I don't have a family member here. But if a police officer did not get sent there, then I would control this district and I would go up on this track. Some districts, such as these, will not be controlled by anyone. And in the case of a district having buildings from multiple players, then there is a certain hierarchy that we're going to be following during the game. Just know that the highest valued building is going to be any protected building. And if multiple buildings are protected by a family member, then it's going to be the most valuable building type. And once we've resolved all of the districts in a zone, then we are going to see how much money we pay out per person. And this is going to be based off of their relative positions in that zone. And each zone has different payout amounts. So the zones on the edges are going to pay out more money than the one in the middle because of accessibility. And this money that you get goes directly into your vault. And that's essentially how the Lucky Luciano phase pays out. Now, again, we're going to have 3 acts of that, and then the 4th and final act will only consist of 1 player round, basically one last capo action, before we go into final scoring. And at the end of the game, players are going to score points for their helper cards for each unique bottle type. There's a value at the bottom right-hand corner. We'll also earn money for each of our buildings that have survived, that are still on the board, as long as they are protected. And then at that point, players will add up all of their money, both in hand as well as in their vault. And whoever has the most amount of money wins. Now, I know that was a lot of information. It is quite a heavy game, but just try to understand the main concepts, and they will all be demonstrated during our playthrough. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, we are all set up. We are ready to go for our 3-player playthrough of Speakeasy. Now, we are going to be starting in year 0, aka 1920. We are in New York City. Welcome to New York City, Prohibition era. Manhattan, specifically. Monique has been determined first player, followed by me, and then blue player, which is going to be Michael for today. So we have a setup round, and in this setup round, essentially, we are going to be able to put out one of our buildings into a zone that is not controlled by the mob. So one of the areas, something like this or this. And then we have $15 in cash in hand, and technically we have $30 in our safes. Now, for space-saving purposes, we don't have our safes on the table, but we have these nifty little sacks that are going to represent our safe. So we each have $30 in those.
All right, so Michael, take it away.
All right, for my setup round, I'm going to take my speakeasy here and place it right into this area.
Ah, okay.
I'm getting the free upgrade city token, and that will cost me $3. So, Naveen.
So Michael chooses to spend his pocket cash, not his safe cash. Again, anytime you spend money from the safe, it's going to be a 2-to-1. So you definitely want to spend this over that.
Right.
Okay, and then for my card, I'm going to play this card.
Okay.
And it's going to give me the top bonus, which is either a family member or a bonus card. And for me, I'm going to pick the bonus card. Give me that rightmost one.
So
please,
these
Naveen.
helper cards right here.
Yes.
Perfect. So that's for you right there.
Thank you.
And this is specific to the setup round. You know, typically when you play operation cards, you'll get to take the benefit and an action. But for this round only, we only get the benefit and you don't get to draw another one at the end of your setup turn.
Right, so we're going to go into our real turns with only 3 cards in hand.
Right.
Okay. All right, Naveen, can you refill
Yeah.
the helper cards?
There we go. So now we have 3 of those.
Thank
All right.
you. Oh, wait, sorry. I did get a bonus for placing out this Speakeasy, which was an upgrade, and I'm going to upgrade my strength from 1 to 2,
Nice.
which then increases
infamy.
my infamy by 1.
You're a little bit more infamous than all of us.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to do something very similar to Michael. I think I want to
Okay.
get off the starting block. I'm going to take this Speakeasy, and I'm going to place them in this city right here. So I'm going to want one of
In
these.
District 2?
District 2, yeah, over here. So I'm going to take this, going to
Okay.
place it on my board.
Nice.
Okay.
And
thank
then?
you. And then that's going to cost me 3. So 5 goes out. I come back with 2 in hand. And then the operation card I'm going to play is a red one.
Did you
And,
get your benefit? Your upgrade?
my bump? I will also go with strength, I think, here, because the mob is going to be coming for us at some
Okay.
point. I'll play this card here, and this one is going to allow me to put a family member either in the docks or into my VIP room. I can only
Nice.
house 1 as of right now. I'm going to go ahead and put them into my VIP room, and then let's just place this where it belongs in the red slot, just like that.
Nice.
All right,
And now you have a total of 1 leverage. Michael, did you have? You have 1 leverage as
And
well.
1 as well, yes.
All right, so that is going to be useful for when we need to put out more family members to protect our buildings.
I just need 1 infamy for doing that.
Yep.
That bump, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm the least infamous here. It doesn't
You're
feel
gonna get it
good
right now, I
to
have a
be
feeling.
not infamous as a mobster boss.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then it is to me, and I am going to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
I am going to build a Speakeasy. So that's $3.
Yep.
May I have $2 back, please?
You got it.
And I'm going to build it in District 10.
Okay.
So, you know, like we are mentioning in the teach, the amount, the payout is higher as you sort of go to the right in these different zones.
That's why I'm
well,
going
that's not
cheap here.
true.
Yeah.
This is higher than this. This is actually the cheapest.
It is, yeah.
I'm deciding to start here, which I guess makes sense because it is harder to get to the ends, right?
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and place this over here,
Okay.
and I'll take this city tile. I'm going to bump up on strength
Okay.
because we want to show a bit of force early.
Yeah.
And for my operation card, I'm going to play one of these orange ones. And it's going to give me either a family member or a helper card.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a helper card.
Do you know which one you want out of these 3?
I would like the $5, please. Money
okay.
is really tight
So that's what
at
that
the start
does.
of the game.
All right,
so
very good.
that's a nice $5
Ooh,
to
a new one.
capitalize on at the start.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go ahead and place my cards
Yeah,
here.
for you it's going to be a little crunchy there,
There.
but there you go.
Yeah, we're going to make it work. And that is it for the setup round. So now we are going to get this party started. We're going to go straight into Act 1. And so the year is now 1921. And we're going to go straight into player turns. So then I'm going to go ahead and go first. And before sending out one of my capos, I am going to utilize the help of my helper.
Why not?
$5,
$5
please.
bucks.
So 1 helper.
Cash in hand.
Cash in hand.
There you go.
And I'm going to flip this over at the end of the game. Hopefully, I'll gain more cash in hand.
Sure.
And then I'm going to send out a capo in the contractor's office. I'm going to speak to this person in the middle here.
Okay.
I'm just going to lay my person down here.
Sure.
And again, we're resolving from top to bottom. So my specific person is going to allow me to go up to basically do one of my upgrades. And I think I'm definitely going to want to get some strength early.
You
So I'm
as well,
bumping
huh?
up to 3,
Okay.
which gains me an infamy.
Yeah.
Please.
Purple infamy.
Now we go up to 7. And if we want to start selling our stuff for more, more payouts, I guess, then we need to get to 12.
Yep.
So we have a long way to go. And then this particular area allows me to build up to 2 speakeasies and /or my stills. So I think I'm going to build 2 speakeasies. I might as well, right? Because
Okay.
these only cost $3.
Sure.
And it would be nice to clear it out so I can
Yep.
start getting a discount on upgrading. My first speakeasy, here's...
Cost 3. I'll get you 2 back.
Thank you. I think I'm going to place this speakeasy here.
okay.
That was such a hard decision. I'm taking the city tile.
Okay.
This allows me to gain a goon at no
you get
cost.
a goon at no cost. Normally it would cost the $1
Yes.
that's depicted there. So this is not the best time to do this,
It's
but it is what it is.
Perfect. At the start of the game, every dollar
Every
is
goon counts.
important.
Every goon counts.
Right. And now that I have 3 strength, I think I'm going to try to move into district number 13.
Oh, I like it.
Because the defense level of the mob speakeasies over here is 3. So I would just need to exceed that by 1.
Yep.
And I have 2 goons here. So I have to discard one of my goons, bringing up my strength to 4, because when you attack, you always have to exceed the defense. So the goon goes back to the supply. And then I'm going to pay the $3 to put out this final Speakeasy in this grouping here, which is going to gain me a city tile.
Yep.
But first, let me go
one
ahead
are you gonna
and
take?
I'm going to bump this
All right.
Speakeasy
Off
up.
that goes. You're gonna take that
Thank you.
token.
Thank you. Thank you. And then this, my Speakeasy goes there. Now, the only risk here, the only danger is a police officer is going to come here at the end of this act.
I feel like
So
you planned for it, though.
I don't think I didn't. I did not plan for it,
Okay.
but it is something I'm going to need to consider.
You'll consider it.
Because I'll need to put out a family member to protect my Speakeasy. And now the bonus of the Speakeasy that I put out allows me to take a city tile. And right now I can only take from this rightmost column because there are none in the middle. So I think I'm going to take this one because this lets you take 2 leverage tokens from the supply.
Yep.
And because I'm in the first place position, leverage is going to be really needed in order for me to put out family members.
Right.
So there's that. And now that that's taken here, I'm going to refill from the first column. And that's it. That is my whole turn. So to wrap up my turn, I'm going to draw an operations card, and I think I'm going to go with a fleet.
You like that one?
Yes, I do. It has a lot of leverage, and this one gives me the ability to go up additional 2 spaces with my truck.
Cool.
Good.
All right, and that is the end of my turn. So now it goes to you, Naveen.
All right, well,
Good
that
luck.
was the spot I wanted.
Oh,
I wish
good.
I was first player.
Nice.
Because out of all these different locations, I want exactly what you just did.
Okay.
I
How many
want your
districts?
spot.
It's like 16 districts, and you wanted the exact.
Not the
No,
district.
the
action
worker
that you
placement.
took,
Oh, the
worker
person.
placement
Oh, I
spot.
see.
So I'm going to go to the park,
Okay.
and I'm going to bump Monique. So this is the
Oh.
way you bump somebody. So this is one of
Free-
3 bumps.
Okay.
Free something for Monique. And I
So
want
you're gonna go there.
talk to that person over
I'm
there.
going to go here, and it doesn't really matter where I'm placed here
Sure.
because anybody bumped gets to choose between one of these 3 options, and I'm going to take a book because I'm
Cool.
full on city tiles.
Book time, huh?
So book time,
So you get 1 book.
1 book
There you go.
for cooking.
Didn't like that. But I'm going to take strength.
'Kay.
So I'm resolving from top to bottom.
Okay.
View and
So,
infamy.
there we go. And then I'm also going to be trying to build some speakeasies right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is build in this area here. So I'm going to have to try to take over the mob. So
Okay.
I'm going to put out this first one. That's going to get me the goon. Now, I know I kind of criticized your goon usage here for this, but I
You
think I'm going to
did.
need that goon right now to help me out. So
All right.
I'm going to go into an area that is not controlled by the mob, and I'm going to take this token here.
Whoa, the old switcheroo.
Yeah, I was going to go for that one. Then I
I
took this one instead.
know.
All right, this way I can get some cards in my
Okay.
hand that I can get flexible with.
Did you pay for that?
No, I'm about to. It's going to cost me a total of 3, so 10, so I'm going to get 7 back.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to now gain that goon and not have to pay the $1 over there.
Okay.
And these goons are going to go fight my battles against the mobsters here. So
right.
Okay.
I'm going to put out this last speakeasy. Okay, I'll pay the 3 now. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. All right, and then these 2 goons plus
Yeah.
3, that makes it a total of 5, which
5.
is better than their strength of 4.
Yes, you're successful.
So I'm going to oust them.
Okay.
I'm going to house myself here, so now I have a speakeasy in this location.
Great.
Now I have another token here to get potentially a goon back in the future.
Nice.
And I believe that is it in terms of the actions.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to go ahead and grab myself a card.
Did you get the bonus of the actual
City tile,
speakeasy?
yes.
You have the option between 2 of these party operations cards or selling barrels.
Boy, let's shoot. I don't really like either of them
Oh, okay.
right now, but well, it's because the party cards allow you to sell when you play them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take the sell right away. That way I don't have to play a card. I can just
Okay.
find a way to do this.
Okay.
All right, there we
All
go.
right, let's replace it. We got
it.
a stills
card, yeah.
operations card.
All right, and then I just have to draw a card. So seeing as I don't have any red cards, I'll take this one. I'm going to
All
need to
right.
protect myself
A
from this
VIP.
police officer here at some point. So
That is true.
there you go.
So now it is to Michael.
All right.
Is it tough going third?
Kind of, but I have a different approach. So first I'm going to start by using my helper card,
Okay.
Okay.
which will let me take over a mobster's place and ignoring the defense, which is kind of
pretty
key.
good.
So
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
need to be
pretty
high on
nice.
strength. So I'm going to spend this, or take out
Take that
this
still.
one, which will get me a goon. And I'm going to take over this spot right here. So here you
So
go.
you can avoid all that goon.
Yeah, you don't
stuff
have
that I
to-
just did.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to do any of that.
And then I get a goon for putting out that one, and I do need to pay my 3 at least. So
Yeah, I'll get you 7.
thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then for my actual action, I'm going to place out my capo over on this spot. And that will get me a bump in
Yes.
strength Probably.
Specifically?
Yep. So we're gonna do
All
that.
right.
Go up in infamy.
So Michael's choosing strength there.
Yep.
He has
I can
all
do
the
any
flexibility
of
of all
them.
these. Yeah.
Yeah.
But strength is kind of crucial to a lot of the mechanics here, so
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of why we all pushed up on that early.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my action, I get to play a fleet card with 2 extra range. And so at the start, it's bumping my fleet, so that's 1 more there, and that's another infamy.
Now you get a family member.
And I am blue, and I get a family member.
Ooh, that's nice.
So now your options are put them somewhere in the docks to get the benefits and also set yourself up,
Or your
in your
VIP.
1 VIP slot.
I'm gonna put them out in the docks.
Okay, do you know which dock? The downtown, midtown, or uptown?
I'm gonna put them in downtown.
Downtown. Okay.
And in the row for picking up an operations card.
Picking up an operations here. Okay, so I'll put you
so
right over here.
right over there.
Nice.
Okay.
And
there
the
you
operations card that I'm gonna pick is another fleet, please.
Because you just spent 1 of your greens,
Yes.
right? Yep. There you go.
Okay, and then so that was the bonus of my fleet card, and now I'm gonna do the actual action, which is moving my truck around with 2 extra movement because of where I went.
Yep.
And
Yes, this bonus right here.
So this is the first time my truck is gonna start moving, so
Yes.
I'm gonna
Anywhere on the map.
start
Any
them
district.
right there.
Okay.
Solid.
And why I'm doing that is because I'm gonna purchase from the Rum Runner.
Which rum runner is
The
this?
gray one.
What's
Arnold Rothstein.
Arnold Rothstein.
Are you gonna purchase 1 or 2?
2 barrels. So I
barrels.
believe that is a 4 and
plus
then a 5,
so
and
you spend 9.
that's exactly all I have in my cash on hand.
There you go.
Nice.
Michael. All right.
And
you doing
then
over
I have a total of 5 movement. So I'm gonna go
Wow. 5
1, drop off there,
Okay.
2, 3, or yeah, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
And then I have 2 more, and where do I want to end up? I think let's just end up over here.
Five,
And
okay.
since I purchased from that Rum Runner, it's gonna move to the next
The
location.
next location, right.
Very
And
good. Look at you. And just
That is
buying from the smugglers.
yeah, and I'm ready to sell pretty soon. And to end my turn, I'm going to draw an operations card, and I would
Okay.
like the VIP room card, please.
This one.
Yep,
Yep. Very good.
thank you.
Okay. That was kind of good.
All right.
Yeah.
So no turn order has not changed. So then it's just going to go straight back to me
Your
for
second
my
capo.
next player turn. So then I'm going to go ahead and send out one of my capos to the restaurant.
Oh,
Now, again, this is a location that can house any number of capos. There's no limit, unlike the other persons of interest.
Yep.
And in order for me to go there, though, I must discard
Trash a card.
an operation card
Yeah.
from my hand. So I will discard this. It goes to the bottom of its corresponding deck.
Okay.
And I also need to configure turn order.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in first. First is nice going first, but now that we're kind of in the middle of it, everything's sort of like melding together. So I really think that having to pay fewer leverage to put out a family member is more valuable right
Yeah.
now.
Totally.
For sure.
So I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
And then now I can do 2 different things here. I can play an operations card, activate 2 of my city tiles, which I'm gonna want to do,
Okay.
and or cook up to 3 books. I think first, I'm gonna play an operations card.
Okay.
So I'm playing my fleet card.
Sure.
It's going to allow me to bump up once on my fleet track over here, getting me infamy.
You
Get
got
some
a
family.
So
family
now I get a
member.
family member. I can only house 1. There you go.
you
Oh,
go.
They
wait.
can go to the docks.
You
Send
could
them
go
to
to the docks, yeah.
I'm going to send my family member out onto the docks, and I think I'm just going to take an operations card. I'm going to go here
Okay.
because I had to spend an additional operations card,
Okay.
and I don't want to be too low on these.
Sure.
So I will take a VIP card.
Okay.
So there's that. Now I'm not done with this operations card because there's something in parentheses here that says I can discard another operations card from my hand to bump up 1 more,
Oh.
which I think I'm going to do just for the infamy.
Sure.
Cool.
So I'm going to discard this one.
Okay.
That's a VIP room one.
No problem.
And this is going to bump me up 1 more here, which gains me another infamy.
You've also unlocked your
Please.
second truck.
My second truck. Oh, I have.
Yes.
Because I'm now on this
2 trucks
subspace.
already.
I'm just
Huh?
going to
Trucks
put this
ready
off
to go.
Yeah.
to the side here. One of them is going to go out
Time to
right
start
now
making booze.
because I'm going to go ahead and tuck this in here, which is going to allow me to move my truck. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start my truck over here because I would like to purchase some barrels from this rum runner. Who is this rum runner?
It's the blue one, so it's going to be this one. So it's going to cost 5 and 6 if you want to do it, which happens to be exactly how much money you have.
Lovely.
Wow.
All right.
So
All
may I
right.
have those 2 barrels,
2
please?
barrels. So we're not
Into my
fighting
truck.
these guys, huh?
We're not fighting
right.
them right now. We're friendly.
All
We're
right, you're making it more difficult to fight them.
yes, that
Okay.
is true.
You're
Well,
conducting
what's the name of
business.
this?
That is Stephanie St. Clair.
Stephanie St. Clair is going to move.
All right.
So they are now moving into
Away from Michael.
that area. Oh, where's that where you were going?
Well, he was there.
So
Oh,
just
sorry.
put it there.
I
Just,
thought he was just moving. Like I have extra movement, so I'll
parked.
move. All right, so I'm gonna move my truck now 3 spaces, up to 3. So I'm gonna move here for
Okay.
1, drop off a barrel.
cool.
Here for 2, drop off another barrel into this very threatened area, and then I'll just move back.
Okay.
So that's 3. And now that I've unlocked my second truck, I could technically move this also, but I don't really have a plan for it yet. So it might be more beneficial for me to wait till later where I can just sort of appear in the
Yeah,
district of
you
my
can
choice.
spawn it in any of the 16 districts, but once
Yes.
it's on there, then it has to follow the flow.
It will never leave Manhattan.
Yep.
So that is it for my operations card action. And I think for the second one, I'm just going to activate 2 of my city tiles so I can
Okay.
get these out of here.
Okay.
The first one is going to be this. It's really simple. I just take 2 leverage tokens from the supply.
Here you go.
Thank you. These are always needed, always nice. And I'm just going to place them here. This is going to go into the middle column. And for my second one, I'm going to use this city tile, which is going to allow me to sell now.
Yeah.
So this
You just
is
put 'em
saving
out.
me some time.
The
huh?
same turn.
That's saving you
You
It's
bought,
saving me.
delivered,
Yeah.
and selling.
Bought, deliver, and
And
sold.
you know,
Good
that's a
job.
good point. I'm going to do it the opposite way.
What?
I'm going to pretend like I did this city tile first because you can technically cover them.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
what
if I don't
you're
want
doing.
anybody to take it,
There you go.
you can only take from the ones that are face up.
Okay.
So that is selling, and I can sell up to 2. I'm just going to sell both of these barrels before this becomes inoperable.
Okay. And
So-
they're going to be sold for 10 each
Yes.
because they're at Speakeasies, which
Yes.
is the lower number.
A
and
lower
number 2.
number.
It's cash in
But it's
hand.
cash in hand,
That's great.
which is great. And these barrels are going to go into the supply. So let's put it off to the side.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a fleet card.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. That is it for me. So now it goes to you, Naveen.
Me. Okay, so I stay in this relative position until all 3 of us have taken our
Yes.
turns. And if Michael doesn't do something about this, I will be forced to be first player.
You'll be
which
forced.
is good and bad also because it's good to go first.
Yeah, but it's
also
expensive.
it's more expensive to put out your family members. And I know this police officer is coming.
Yes.
And I want to do this while it's cheap.
You
so,
want to do this legally.
Legally. While it's
The
cheap,
right
yeah.
way.
Yes. So I'm going to take a capo and we
Okay.
are going to go to this location. And I want to speak to this gentleman here.
All right.
All right, so I get to resolve this top section first, then followed by the bottom.
Yep.
I'm going to get a family member. Now, my VIP room can only house 1 family member. So we're going to go ahead and put one of these out.
Okay.
Goon, I want the goon, but it's already 0. I don't want to have to not pay 0, so I'm going to avoid that one.
Well, Naveen, you could take the goon action first because you can do those in
Oh,
either
that's
order.
true,
You can
right.
fill up as many as you want to purchase, then get the free one.
Yes, that's true.
Fill up as many as I want to purchase. That's right, because that's why there's that kind of like that haze, so I can
Yeah, the
buy
shadow.
multiple.
Yes.
That's a good idea, Michael. Yeah, good call on that. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to get goons, and I
Okay.
can buy as many as I want. So I'm going to buy 0, I'm going to buy 1, and I'm going to buy 2. So I'm going to spend a total of 3.
4, 3.
There you go.
There you go.
And then for 3 for 3.
You're
That's it.
hiring them.
Hiring them.
You're
Hired
recruiting them,
goons.
I guess. Do you hire goons?
I don't know. What? Yeah,
befriend
I
them,
mean,
maybe?
no, they're definitely looking for money. But
I
okay.
want to know the goon that's cost 0 to hire. Who's this guy?
Your friend. Your
it's
best
the
friend.
14-year-old cousin that like is like
Okay.
going down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be that, and then now family member time. Again, I cannot house them here because I only have 1 slot for my VIP room.
Mm-hmm.
So I will bring them over to the slot here, and I'm gonna get a goon
For free.
for free. I do not have
free.
to pay. So now that goon that would have cost me 3, my last of my money
Cost you free.
cost me free. There we go. And then now we get to slide down, and because I visited this person, I'm taking these actions. I'm going to get one of these leverage tokens,
Nice.
which is very important since
Yeah.
Monique is going to make leverage expensive for me. And then now I can play a red card, and so I will play this card here. So the bonus in the top is to get a book. So I have a book
Hey,
ready for cooking.
ready for cooking?
And then now the action that is depicted here is I get to put out family members.
Yes.
To go protect
You
some
get to go
establishments.
protect.
So I only have 1 family member here, and so this card is going to actually get booted.
Yes. And you can technically put out several family members taking this action. That's why there's a shadow there as well. But
Correct.
each family member requires you to spend the amount of leverage
Yeah,
depending
so-
on your turn order.
So my leverage right now is 3, and then I have 1, 2. What do you know? 3. All right, I had to do it now because if not, it becomes 4, and then
Yeah.
it becomes a big disaster for me.
Right.
And this police officer
Oh,
is
did
coming.
I push your hand with that?
You did. I mean, no matter what, I needed to do this at some point.
Okay.
You just forced me to do it this turn instead of another turn.
Got
so
it.
All right, we are protected here. There we go.
Nice.
We got a little thing going on downtown. All right, so now I just need to draw a card. I think I'm gonna take a still card.
Okay.
There we are. Back to you now, Michael.
All right.
Second turn.
So I'm sad that Monique forced your hand because I wanted to go there, and if
You're
you weren't
bumping
there, I'm going to bump you.
So
So
you're
I'm
going to the park?
going to the park. You're now sent to the park.
So you're bumping me.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So
Wow.
I'll just
I'll
trade.
just
Double
swap
Put me there.
confirmation.
there you go.
And
Make
so
sure.
you get to pick either the leverage, city tile, or book.
City tile, I'm kind of maxed out here, which is kind of a problem now that I realize that. But I will take a leverage. Let's do it. Yeah,
Okay.
leverage is kind of a problem
There
right
we
now.
go. And so I got to go to that area. I am going to pass on buying any goons, but
Okay.
I will gain a family member
Okay.
who I'm going to send to my VIP room.
VIP.
So there we go. And
right.
then I gain a leverage token,
Okay.
and I'm
Red
going to
card.
play this
Okay.
VIP room card. And the reason why I wanted to go to the left instead of the right at City Hall is because I wanted to play the card more for the top bonus,
Top
not
bonus.
for sending out people. So
Okay.
I'm going to get a push in the VIP room.
Okay. Are you going to spend a card for a second?
I definitely am.
All right.
And
you're...
so that's going to be this card.
All right. So
So I'm
you
going to get 2 bumps.
Yep.
And that's
nice.
going to be
to infamy.
2 infamy. And now I'm at 10.
Oh,
Okay.
is that's
Pretty
the
good.
only spot? Okay. So now you can cook that book.
I could.
Technically, yeah.
I don't have any
Good.
books to cook
Yeah,
right
you
now.
gotta
I'm gonna-
acquire books in order
and
to cook
then I'm going to take the action of the VIP room card, and that is sending out a family member.
What's your leverage at 2?
My leverage at 2, and it costs 2. It works out. I don't have to spend my token.
Nice.
That is
And
nice.
we're just going to send them right here. To that.
Protecting that rum. Or
Protecting
whatever it
that, yeah, and
is.
it's
That moonshine.
your barrel.
And I believe I just end my turn by taking a operations card
Infinite.
and give me that VIP room.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet
It's a
VIP
good one.
operations.
Yeah.
All right, that is it
That's it.
for this player round.
So
now, this is
turn
the
order.
first time we are switching turn order. In higher player counts, like in a 4-player game, say, it is a little bit more complicated the way that turn order switches. You basically just move to the nearest empty spot. But for us, it's much more simpler. And also keep in mind, each time we switch turn order, anybody who has built casinos will gain $3, but nobody is there yet.
Not there yet.
So now we go straight to you this time, Naveed. You're first.
Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to go to this location here, and I'm going to visit with this person, and
Okay.
I'm going to get a bump, and I like to have a little bit more VIP, so I'm just going to bump here, which is going to do that over there.
Do that.
This family member, I would like the docks. I'd
Okay.
like to load it up at the docks.
Ooh, that's
I
super
am planning an
nice.
attack in the future.
And another free goon.
And a free goon, which is going to be instead of paying 4 for the goon, I get it for free because that's the depicted benefit right there.
Nice.
And then now I am going to associate with a mobster.
Ooh.
All right.
I like that very top left one over there.
This
Michael.
guy,
Yeah.
William Big Bill Dwyer.
Dwyer.
All
There
right.
you go.
Oh, William Dwyer.
Wait, what location is he in?
He is at 3.
Okay, perfect. So it's here. Okay,
Yes.
good. So as long as I'm associated with them, I am not allowed to take over this location.
Correct. That would be
Because
really
we're-
rude.
We're friends.
to
We're
be
working
friends
together.
with somebody and take
Yeah.
over there.
So I just have to be
Speakeasies.
aware of that. If you see me going in here and me forgetting, please stop me, slap my hand. Stop.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
that is that, and then I can technically hire more goons, but I will not do that because that's what's depicted here. It's the most expensive, so I'm not going to dip into my safe.
Okay.
Now, again, when associating with mobsters, they'll either give you an immediate benefit or sometimes an ongoing benefit. So, what is this in the case of William Dwyer?
It's actually I should actually have it on the city side here. So basically, one time, oh my god, he's knocking over my goons, my lowling. Okay,
Okay.
so one time, whenever I am using this mobster for either defense or to try to take over another mobster's location, I could use their strength without having to actually pay the $5 that it is. The second I do that, I then flip them over, and then from now on,
Yes.
I have to pay the 5 to get the 4 strength. So
Okay.
this is a one-time thing that I'll use when the time is right. I see right now it's not really an issue,
Not
so
right.
it's more for a later thing.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and just grab a red card. One of
Nice.
these VIP cards.
So then it is to me, and I'm going to put out my capo over here. I'm going to speak to the middle person of interest over here,
Okay.
who will allow me to upgrade / build up to 2 nightclubs / casinos.
Okay.
Now, these are the more expensive type of buildings, and in order for me to build specifically the casinos, I will need to discard an operations card.
So the one thing is you do have a $3 discount
Yes.
because you have cleared out an entire tranche or section like this.
Yes.
If she's upgraded.
If she's
Yeah,
upgraded.
She builds
specifically
it fresh.
if I'm upgrading one of my speakeasies, which I think I'm going to do.
There
Okay.
you go.
So I'm going to discard one of my fleet operations cards in order to upgrade to a casino. And it doesn't matter which one here, because unlike the speakeasies, they don't have the individual bonuses at the
Benefits,
bottom.
yeah.
And I'm going to use this to upgrade this speakeasy
Okay.
because the mob is no longer going to be going there. I don't have to worry about fighting.
You don't want to do it here where this goal here is to have a casino. over
Oh,
there.
hold on,
Yeah,
Naveen.
I know.
Why do you put these things into my head? I'm just going to buy this outright. So
Okay.
I'm not going to upgrade any of my speakeasies. I am just going to pay the $17. This might be a mistake.
Yep.
We'll find out if I have to
Yeah.
start pulling out of my.
We'll tell
my
you at the end of the
safe.
game. There you go.
You remember this
I only
moment.
have $3.
Okay.
And you're
that's
building
true.
way more infrastructure
That's
than
true. I
me.
shouldn't say anything.
Yeah. I know. Michael has 0.
All right. Well, I have 3 strength now,
Okay.
which means I could spend this goon. If I want to take this spot, I would have to spend this goon. Let's do it.
Okay.
Spending the
It's a
goon
cheap
to bring
goon.
up my strength to a 4, and I'm taking over. I'm
Nice.
taking
So
over.
we have our first casino.
We have our first casino. That is true. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay. It also would cost an operations card.
Yeah, you have to
Yes.
get rid of a card.
Okay.
Oh, no, I already spent
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I
that's
spent
right.
that first.
Yep.
That's it for that. So then now I'm going to just bump up on one of my tracks here. In order for me to go to the 4 strength, which is very tempting, I would have to discard an operations card. So I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I am going to increase the size of my VIP room,
All right.
which gains me an infamy. And now I'm eligible for cooking these books as well. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. And I'm going to go with VIP. I'm just going to go ahead and take
Yeah.
this.
Very good.
All right, that is me. So now it goes to you, Michael.
Okay.
Final turn of the round.
Naveen made fun of my lack of funds, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
do
made
something
fun
about
of
it.
You made fun of Michael.
Can you send me to the restaurant, please?
You're going to the restaurant?
Yes.
Nice.
Look at you.
And so to
Perfect time.
go there, I need to get rid of a card. So
Okay.
I'm getting rid of the VIP room card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set my turn order, I think,
So if you want to stay third, you do have to spend an
and that is not
operations
happening.
card. Okay.
So I'm going to send myself to second.
Ah, come
Second.
on.
Okay. That's actually good for me because now I'm
You
going
get
to
a
be
passive way to get
passive.
there.
And I'm going to gain $3
Yes.
are.
because
Yeah.
I have a casino.
You're welcome.
Thank
I'll just
you.
keep it off
That
this
was
side.
why
Yeah.
I wanted to go with the casino early because the earlier you build one and protect it and keep it on the board, the longer you'll be able to
so I
reap
have
the
your
benefits.
$3
of
in
that.
hand.
So now in the second row of that, I'm going to do my city tiles first. I'm
Okay.
going to spend this and gain a family member. But actually,
Okay.
let's start with the push so I can vary it. It's just like Monique
Yeah.
did. So we're going to start with the push, and I'm
It's a
going to
good
push
strategy, really.
my
Extra truck,
fleet.
huh?
So now I have the extra truck,
Nice.
and I go up in infamy, and then that gets me a operations card. And
This is operations and
Yeah,
a
you get
helper.
one of
Helper.
this And one of one.
so I would like VIP room, please.
Yeah. This one?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I would like
Nice.
the middle helper
Yeah,
card.
that was pretty good.
The power of this one is to basically take the power of any of the 3 that are out there in the display, so it's kind of versatile.
Okay, and again, we are keeping in mind the color of the bottles at the bottom left-hand corner because we can reap the benefits of one of each type regardless of whether or not you use it. So technically, if you're playing with a final copy of the game, you would use your helper and place it behind your safe, but we're just going to be placing the face
Face
down.
down, yeah.
Okay. And then so my second city tile is to gain a family member. And
Okay.
this family member is from over here. And I think I'm going to put him out in the docks.
Docks.
do you wanna
And
go?
I want to go basically right next to my other one. I need another operations
You
card.
want to go here?
Yes.
Okay.
And with that operations card, please give me a stills.
Still
Card.
so orange.
Oh.
Oh, you are swimming in these cards. There's
Yeah.
no hand
Well,
limit.
I'm spending
So
a lot of
that's
cards.
nice.
He's spending them a lot. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
And so then now we're going to go to my second pick for the bottom row, and that's going to be to play an operations card, and I'm going to play this party card. And so it's going
Okay.
to get
Party
me
time,
a
huh?
push
Uh-huh.
on the party track, and that brings me up to
Nice.
a new threshold for selling.
Nice.
And then I'm going to spend
A card.
the card I just got.
Yeah. The card
Which
you
is
didn't
why
really
I'm getting
care
them.
for. Yeah.
And to get another push on the party, and that's bringing me all the way up there.
What's going on? Over
And
here?
then I'm now gonna sell.
Sell the booze.
And I
that's
can
been
sell up
hanging
to
out.
3, but I only have 2.
Yeah,
and
that
so
is
let's
true.
sell them both for 15 each instead of 10, and that's
so nice.
30, please.
So you got 10 on top of what I sold mine for,
There you go.
but early cash or more cash, it's kind of the decision.
Very good.
All right, and to wrap up my turn, I would like to draw another VIP room operations card.
This one.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
Cycling
these.
through those things, huh? All right.
Yeah, I mean it's the most useful, I
Yeah.
think, besides the fleet right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and is that
That's it, right?
that's it? We have
That is
one
it.
more
Don't
player
forget,
round.
Monique. You
Wait,
had
we
a
must.
casino.
Yes, so we must change turn order. So now
Yeah.
I am third. I
Okay.
didn't even have to spend a card for that.
That's good.
Michael's going second, and I was paid $3 because I have a casino, and that happens
Yes.
every single time somebody goes to the restaurant, basically. Or I guess every round
Every
in
round,
which
yeah.
that
At
happens.
least one person goes to the
Yes.
restaurant.
So now we are approaching our final player turn before we end the act. So you are first.
I am, yeah.
Make it count. That's actually not good. I'm not that happy that I'm going
you're
last.
You're not happy about that?
No.
All right. I did not do any stuff over here with buying and selling like you guys did. So I think I have to manufacture my own type of booze. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to make a still. So I unfortunately can't bump myself here.
Right.
And let's just go to the slot here. Why not?
Yeah, get a helper.
Gain a helper. I'm not a big fan of all these helpers here. It's get cards or get a city token.
That's
Right now-
great.
Yeah, right now I have some city tokens.
Oh,
already
yeah,
here,
yeah,
So
yeah,
I need
I
to get those
see.
moving. So let's go ahead and do the first part, which is yet one of these. So I'll take,
Well, I will say these ones give you $20.
They do give me 20.
You're able to, at the
knowing
end of
that
the
I'm
game.
building a still, this one gets me orange cards, which is how you can manufacture at your
Yes,
still. So I'm
right.
going to take this one, which is going to be worth 20 at the end of the game.
Yeah,
So I'll just kind of hang on to this over here and then use it at whenever it's advantageous.
your discretion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the very least, you can spend your operations cards
look
like
at that.
Michael has been doing.
Nice little
So-
family member there. Okay, so then that is done, and then now I'm gonna build a still. Now, unfortunately, I only have $3 in petty cash or cash in hand, so I'm gonna have to dip. It
You're
happens.
taking money out of your.
Hey! Don't hate. So,
Now, whenever you take money out of your safe, you have to launder it. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio.
10.
It's not great. You're taking out 10.
Well, I'm taking out 10 so I can make change.
you get
'cause we have
5 in
30 in
hand.
here. Yeah. So I'm gonna be pulling out 4 total from my safe or my vault. So I'm gonna make change from here. So
Okay.
because it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. And then if I need 4, 5, 2 more,
Yeah.
it's 2-to-1. So I have to get 6 change, and then that'll be it for that. So,
Okay.
this is 3, and then I'm gonna pull back my 6 change,
Okay.
and that goes back into that vault.
Okay, because you technically only took out 4.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
And you added the 2 to that 3. Okay.
Okay.
So still is gonna go on to now. Unfortunately, these city tiles are a problem for me.
Well, you can take extra. You just have to
I
choose which
can.
one to discard.
Yes. I'm just gonna go ahead and plop it into this location right there. So I have my still. I'm gonna take this
Nice.
tile, and you know what? I will get rid. Knowing that I have this card, I'm gonna get rid of this tile,
Okay.
this token right here.
Where would you like to put it?
Let's just go ahead and cover up the old family member.
Ah,
Nobody can have
you
family.
did 2 of the same card
Yeah, I know.
tiles. Okay.
So I put that on my player board.
Okay.
So that was that. I do get a leverage token,
Yes.
which is very important for me.
Very nice.
Okay, there we go. And then I think that was it for that particular action. That was everything, right? I could technically build another building, but it's just very expensive.
It's very
right now.
expensive,
Yeah, so
yeah,
I'm
that's
just not
true.
going to do that. I'll hold it there.
Okay.
All right, let me go ahead and draw a card. So I am going to draw. I'll draw one of these purple cards. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Party card.
Party card.
All right. Well, now it is to you, Michael.
Okay, so we're about to end the act, so the Lucky Luciano phase is coming out, and so I'm kind of
Yes.
considering about trying to get some more area control out,
Mm-hmm.
and that is leading me to decide to go to this location.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Interesting.
All right, so I'm gonna build up to 2 nightclubs or casinos.
Okay.
Okay, so for my first building, I'm gonna spend 17 straight up and
okay.
a card.
So you're not upgrading. You're just-
I am upgrading, but I don't have a complete
Oh, you don't have
thing,
a
so I don't have a
Ah.
discount.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go here
Oh,
so
look at that.
if Monique were to protect hers, she would
Yes.
have taken it. But now if she protects, we will share.
Yeah.
Nice.
We will tie that.
So that gets out of the
Out.
game, and that cost me 17. So
Oh,
can
yeah,
I have
the money
3
part.
back?
Yeah.
You didn't want to just build if you're gonna pay for it outright, you don't want to go somewhere else. No,
He wants to stop you from
He
having
wants
that
to
district.
Stop me.
And I
He
owe you a
doesn't stop
card.
me.
There you go.
You can tie. It takes
Yeah,
just takes some
we
effort.
both
to
would
tie.
gain.
I want us both to get it.
Okay.
Okay.
You would have to protect it though, because Michael is technically.
I
owning
will.
this
I
district.
will. Yeah.
So
I'll
he's forcing
protect
your
it.
hand to do it.
But on that note, I'm then going to spend 12
Whoa.
to
Action
put out a nightclub, and that nightclub is this one.
Okay.
And it's going to go right there. And that is currently threatening control over Monique's
Yes.
here.
Yes.
But if she were to protect it, then that would bump
Yeah,
over
that's
me,
right.
mine
Okay.
there. So
That's true.
Monique will have choices. And that costs 12, which I paid.
Okay.
And then now I do any operations card, and I'm going to play a fleet card. And so the benefit, here's this to
Okay.
discard.
Off it goes.
The top part benefit is to gain any bonus card.
Okay.
And I'm
You're playing
going
those bonus cards, man.
to gain the rightmost one.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, to gain a family member.
There you go.
Okay.
And that is a new color for me.
There we go.
And then I get to do the move action. And
right.
so I have this truck over here, which I think I'm going to use, and I'm going to start them right here. And I'm going to buy 2 barrels from the orange rum
you're
runner.
buying?
I'm buying.
So you're buying from your
from my
buy
vault.
from the safe, yeah,
Yep,
from the vault.
I got nothing there, but I'm going to buy 2,
Whoa.
so that's
11.
So
which
I
is
need,
22.
well, I have 1, so it'll be 10, so it'll be 20.
Okay.
So here's the
Yeah.
1, and then at the 2-to-1 ratio, another 10 for the total of 11.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
That's a lot of
Give me
money.
2
Guys are
barrels.
Spending points so frivolously.
So the orange.
Yep.
These two.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, and then I get to move 3. So that would be 1,
Nice.
2.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
And
able to
then
deliver though, huh?
This is going to move
Yeah,
over here,
that's
so
pretty
I'm going
nice.
to go down there because this rum runner is moving over there.
Okay.
And now my other truck also gets to move, and I think I'm going to make him get closer to the purple. So 1, 2.
You're just a buyer.
Yeah.
That's the kind of the route I'm going with.
You're
right
a
now.
buyer.
And then I believe I just need to end my turn by drawing a card. And I would like the purple card, please. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Wow.
And just to clarify, Michael had a speakeasy here that was protected. So regardless, if I did not protect this casino, then he would
he
have
was
control
still-
over this district.
Right,
so
right.
I had to protect this regardless if I'd like to share control.
Yep.
So then it is back to me for the final turn before we go into the lucky Luciano phase. And I don't know that I can take a nice enough turn. Michael is doing a good job with this area control here.
He's doing a
You're
great job
taking
with
from my funds.
buying the stuff. And
Michael, go
selling it.
here. He can't be
I mean,
uncontested.
I just spent
Leave me
20
alone.
from my vault.
That's
You
true.
did.
But
That's
it's
pretty.
an investment.
It's
We'll see
pretty
if it
painful.
works
You did
out.
spend 20 from your vault. That is true.
So then, for my turn, I'm going to bump Michael.
Okay.
Here?
There, yeah. So there is one last park spot,
last one
which
on the
I'm
last
grateful
turn.
for.
Almost there.
Michael, what would you like?
I'm going to get a book.
A
to-
book.
To cook in the
All right.
future.
Cooking books. All right. So family and goons.
Yes, I need some family members in my VIP.
So, only one family member.
One family
is coming,
member.
yeah.
I will hire. Let's go with 2 goons because I only
goons.
have to spend $1
Okay.
because the
Yep.
first one's free.
Yep.
Thank you. Spending an extra $2 would be pushing it, I think.
I did that.
So
Hey,
yeah.
Wait a second.
Don't know there, Naveen.
Okay.
Okay, so then I gain a leverage
Token.
token, please.
There you go.
And then I can play a VIP card. So I'm going to play this one. This allows me to bump up on the VIP track,
So
gaining
your
me an
infamy
infamy,
goes up,
Oh.
which will
which gets you
gain
a
me
card and one of these.
a helper and a card. So let me just sneak this in here first.
Sure.
I'll take that and then I will hire my family member or protect. I'll protect
Send
my
your
family member.
out to
Yeah.
protect.
But you know what? That's such a quick thing
Just
to do. I'm
do
going
it.
to do
Just do
that
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
right
forget
now.
what you're doing.
And
yeah.
I think I'm going to place my family member
Oh,
here.
yeah, nice.
So doing this takes control over the district from
Let's make sure.
Michael's building.
I have this barrel now.
Yes, that is your barrel because the hierarchy, of course, is going to be the family protected buildings first.
Yes.
Oh, so now my building is worthless with regards to area control.
For now.
So you're not even in.
Not even in
You're not even
Uptown.
in Uptown.
You just
Right.
stole a lot of money
That's
from my
good. I
I mean,
vault.
you can still sell. You're not It's still operatable. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take a card now.
Okay.
Let's go with the middle helper.
This one, it's
Yes,
worth 20 at the end of the
it's worth
game.
20.
Ooh, I mean, it's pretty good.
And the value that it's worth is the bottom right-hand corner, but I gain a
sell.
party
You
card.
can sell.
Oh,
Man.
what timing.
Yeah.
All right. And now I gain an operations card for that, and then one to end my turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with a VIP first, and then let's go with a second VIP because
Yeah.
this gives you a family member.
Sure.
So that's
Nice.
always nice. All right, so that is the end of player rounds for Act 1. So
Okay.
now we are going to have our very first Lucky Luciano phase, which is going to start with a mob war.
Okay.
So then for this phase, we have 3 new mobsters joining us, and so we are going to start with district number 1.
Yep.
Okay.
So Michael,
Who is our mobster?
we
who's
got
our mobster?
Jack Legs Diamond.
Okay.
Okay. So the
That's-
mobster gets placed on the mobster board,
And
but
then I'll put out
Yes.
that, and then we're going to put out these tokens. So they are controlling these areas as of right now.
and you're supposed to place a district strength tile in their district, which indicates the strength of the mobster. So
Which is
again,
listed
if,
on that tile.
if
over
we'd
there.
like to take over any of these speakeasies, etc., and this goes out,
So nobody has to go to war here because nobody has any infrastructure here.
right? Had any players had any buildings there, then we would have to defend against them. But because these were empty, then the mob just sort of enters.
They set up operations there.
Okay.
Yes.
What's our next district?
The next one is district number 8.
Okay. We
So
have
who do we have?
There.
Birdie Brown.
Okay, Birdie Brown.
Birdie Brown.
Coming
Okay, strength of 6.
6.
There
All
you go.
right.
So thank you. And then same thing. This is an
So
empty district.
nobody is fighting here.
So we have
I think we
2
kind of set up
mobsters.
ourselves
We
to
did.
avoid
Yeah,
having to deal with these guys.
yeah.
And then the last one is Abner Zwilman.
And it's going to be in 12 over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay. And the reason why is because the mobsters get stronger as the game progresses. And so I think we chose to take over districts that were already, you know, they already had mob presence.
Yeah.
So same thing here. We just place in the speakeasies.
Michael's truck is
My
there.
truck's there, but it's not going to get
It's not going to
attacked.
cause a problem.
All right. So that was a pretty peaceful war.
Yep.
Apparently.
So now that that's done, we are going to prepare the mobsters that will be joining us for the next Lucky Luciano
Yeah.
phase.
Okay,
So you
and
can
that's
see
these
ahead of
3?
time where they're
Please
going.
Stay away from my
All
operation.
right, we have
Please all go to
No,
Naveen.
come
Naveen
on.
has
I'm
been
doing terrible in this game.
6.
6.
nice.
No one's there.
No one's there.
Okay.
Here.
So it'll
Okay.
be
Right.
Right
Naveen,
there.
you wanted number 2, right?
No.
That's exactly what you wanted.
2 buildings here.
Naveen. Nobody's bothering you
I mean,
right now.
it's better to be attacked now
I
than
haven't
in the
bought,
last time.
I haven't sold. I haven't done anything.
Well, you better get on it. I think you know what to do.
Okay, and then we have a 9.
A 9.
9.
Okay, so
That's me.
9
Oh,
is going to
Michael-
be
Michael's
here.
gonna
So
have to deal with
Michael,
something. There you go.
Michael, you've got something,
Right, right.
someone
Monique,
to deal
you're
with
pretty
here.
safe then.
I know, I like it.
But the thing is, they get stronger as it goes on.
They do.
So I'm dealing with it
Earlier than
now
later.
Than later, yeah.
Yeah, so we just have to build up our strength, you know, associate with
people.
mobsters by the end. All right, so that's it for the mob war phase, truly.
Now we move on to the police.
Yes, we're going to have some more police presence. Now,
So,
the
everywhere
police that
there's
are
a
on the
token.
board, they never leave. So by
Yeah.
the end of the game, every single district will
There you
have an officer in it.
So we're basically replacing all these tokens that are already on the board.
Yes, and that basically just pushes you to send out family members because
Mm-hmm.
you will need to anyway.
So this is why I put this particular family member here, knowing that this police officer was coming. So we don't know where the next ones are going to be popping up yet.
Right, and I did not protect this speakeasy,
No.
which means it is
Not
not
operational.
operational.
Yep.
It's still there,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't get to deliver barrels to it. I don't get to do any of that stuff, and it won't count for district control.
Yep. And now we get to know where the next 4 police
right, where you
officers
going?
are coming.
Police,
Naveen?
stay away from my district, please.
We got 9.
9.
9. Okay.
I got the double whammy
Yeah,
coming to my
so
thing.
Mike's going to have to deal with police and
5.
14.
5.
14.
14.
Good. There we go.
Okay,
Oh, you're already
well.
protected.
I am protected.
A 2.
Come on.
Are you in too? Is
I
this you?
am. I
Nice.
am. That's
Okay.
okay. It's okay. If I can get a little squeeze out of them before having to deal with it.
That's
good.
true.
And then
Yeah.
15 was our last one.
Okay. So now that that's done, the last thing is we now get to pay out for each of the 3 zones.
This is the area control aspect of the game.
Yes. So let's go ahead and start with this zone
Let's
here
go in numerical
in
order.
numerical order.
Okay, so the mob controls District 1.
Okay.
District 2, I control it. The police is not present yet.
Yep.
Right.
But at the next one, they will be. So I
Okay.
don't control that.
Uh-huh.
3, the mob is back in.
Mob's back
All
in.
right. 4, it's me. I'm protected from this police officer with my family member.
Okay.
5, I usurp the mob. So
Yes.
in a hierarchy, it's actually depicted in that top right corner all the way over there that Michael's pointing to.
The mob only claims districts where only the mob are present.
Correct, yeah. So in this case over here, I am controlling that.
Yeah.
So had the police been here, and I was not controlling this, I would not be operational. The mob would then take over this one.
Yes.
But because there's no police here, then we're good. So then now we go to this one, and nobody controls that.
Right.
All right.
Completely empty.
This looks great.
It does.
So
I'm in first place.
These values don't correspond to the spaces. You basically just count how many tokens are above you and in the same space as you, and that is basically your position.
So I didn't buy or sell booze, but I did
You're in first place.
I
This
did.
is you. So you
I'm
get
getting
the whole
$35 into my vault.
into your vault.
Vault,
So
yes.
this is money that you'll have to launder if you really want it, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
So-
I'm trying to keep that going.
Good job.
Thanks.
All right, so let's move on to the central zone here.
Yep.
Is this starting up here?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, so what
Mob.
do we got? Mob.
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 Keep going, mob.
No?
No,
yeah.
I'm rooting for
Oh,
that.
you're rooting
As
for
I
the
have
mob.
no
Okay, I'm gonna
footing
go
there.
blue,
Yep.
purple. This is
Blue.
Blue.
blue because you are
Protecting.
protecting
Yep.
that one, and this is mob.
Another mob.
There we go.
Okay,
mob.
this is what it looks like.
Very good.
Okay.
So mob is first. Michael gets 15.
15 for
Okay.
Michael.
And I
into
get
the vault,
10.
And 10 for Monique. So
Into
10
my
to your
vault.
vault.
Thank you.
15 for Michael.
Finally, we have the third zone here. So starting up there,
Mob.
it is a mob because unfortunately there is now police presence. I did not protect my speakeasy.
Yep.
So mob time.
Okay.
Then we have here,
Sure.
which is me,
Yep.
Monique,
right?
yep.
Because I
That's
have
why
a
you did
family
that
member.
move.
That is
Yep.
why I did that move. Thank you.
Mob.
Mob
Very good, mob.
and nobody, right?
That's it.
Okay, so mob gets 45, but I get 35.
That's a good
big.
35.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to bump up at least once in order to be eligible
You
for
need to have some
payouts.
presence.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's as if you don't have any presence.
Oh, that's great.
You're getting dominated. Yeah.
I will
Monique, that
take it.
That was pretty good.
That was really, I only got
Thank you.
15 total during that.
And you
that
both
payout
have
round.
You did
laundered.
sell some booze.
I did sell.
You bought and sold. I don't know what's going on with you. actually.
I
don't
got
know
some,
your
I got
money
some barrels
situation
out
yet.
ready to cash in
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
so.
You've
Money
taken
sits-
money out of your vault. And that is it for the Lucky Luciano phase. And it also ends Act 1, which means we are going to be entering 1925. So now that we're in Act 2, the first thing that happens is we are going to retrieve our capos from the persons of interest. But one of them are going to be leaving us.
Yeah.
Because for the next 2 acts, we're only going to have 3
Yeah.
to put out.
These are my 3 here. And then, Michael, do you mind just tossing that one
Then
that's over
toss
there?
this out.
Yeah. So we only have 3 going into this next age.
This next act will have another 3 in the third act, and then just one.
One, yeah.
And this is supposed to be reset.
Yes.
And that's essentially it. So then we're going to go ahead and start player turns with Naveen.
Me, okay.
Yes.
So I have a plan. I
Okay.
have some sort of plan to try to score points,
Good.
aka get money. Let's send out a capo, and
Okay.
we are going to go onto this slot here.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
good- This is a good space. So I'm going to bump up. I'm going to bump up on my strength here.
So you have to discard a card.
I will, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to bump up there, and I'm going to get rid of this card. Might as well
Okay.
just get rid of this one right here.
Still?
So this one's going to go out, yeah.
Nice. So you gain
Because-
an infamy.
I do gain an infamy for doing that. And
Mm-hmm.
then, before my turn, I'm actually going to take this action right here.
Okay.
Might as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So I'm going to gain this card.
No.
That was an important one.
Wow, that was
No,
part of your
it's
plan.
the same one.
I like perfect.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
What timing? There you go.
Love it.
All right. Well,
All right.
that was crucial for you then,
You've
huh?
received help
Maybe.
from
Based
your
off of
helper.
the way you.
I mean, you might draw that at the end of your turn now that you've seen me react. to
You
that.
have
probably
wins.
should.
You have wins.
I think you have to now.
There's other things I need to do though. But anywho.
Okay.
So I've bumped up. Now I'm going to do this action here. Now I have no cash in hand, so this is a little bit of a problem.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to dip into my vault.
So you're building speakeasies and slash, or you're
I'm
still.
going to build a
Oh
speakeasy.
no, you already built your still.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be building a speakeasy. So I have to grab 10 because it's going to be it's going to cost me 5, but it's going to be a total of 10.
You're removing $10 from your vault?
Correct.
Oh no.
I know. It has to be done
that's
sometimes.
painful.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? If it's still around at the very end of the game, I get my money back.
Okay.
So that's the
That's
way I see
true.
it. I
That's
get
true.
my money back
You
at the
get
end,
money.
but
Okay.
this can help me do stuff. So I'm going to take this one here. It's going to cost me 5, but because it came from my vault, it's going to be 10. So that goes out, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and take over this mob spot here in the Uptown. Or
Okay.
the upper east side, is this, I think? No, upper west side. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put that over
Okay.
here. And this is going to go out. And because the mob over here has a strength of 3,
Yes.
but I have now boosted to a strength of 4,
Yes.
I don't even have to spend any goons. I don't need to use my my mob associations with Big Bill Dwyer over here. So control that one over there. Unfortunately, it's not operational because there's
Yes.
police here. But in the future, hopefully I can. I do get to take this.
You do get to
I do
take
get
that.
to take that. So I'm going to boot out one of these, and let's go ahead and just boot out the green truck one.
Okay.
Off it goes.
You don't want
Back over
to
to here.
move your
Naveen?
fleet, so you have to decide where to place it here.
Let's just go ahead and place it here on top. I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that one bit.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my family member that I gained here, and I'm not gonna put him in my VIP room. I'm gonna put him out on the docks.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and let's get myself a book.
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh,
Yes, a book. Yeah, that's what it is.
all right.
Because this Goons is already full. I can't even take that. So I'm gonna get a book and place it here. So hopefully I can cook books at some point.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna take a VIP. Look at that. That's how you can get more of your family.
Yeah, that's true.
So I need that.
Very good.
All
All
right,
right.
that
It
was that.
is to you, Michael.
All right. I'm going to go to another bump action as well, but over here. I've knocked over a building. And so that's going to get me a bump. I'm going to bump on strength from 3 to 4. So I got to get rid of a card. And I'm going to get rid of this card.
Your VIP. All right. Goes to
Michael,
the
don't
bottom.
forget to go up in your infamy.
And then I go up my infamy and
So
I
infamous.
get to put out a worker or a family member. Family member is going to the dock.
Docks, do you know where you want to go? You want to go, I'm
I-
assuming you want to stay in the same dock.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
you
going to
wanna
go get a book.
A book.
There.
Okay.
Now keep in mind that when you place out family members, you can always rearrange the
That
ones
is
that you have
exactly what
there.
I'm happening. Naveen, could you
Okay.
rearrange the 2 in the middle row and bring them down?
You're blocking off the Goons?
Yeah.
The Goon spot.
Oh,
interesting.
okay. That's interesting.
Interesting play.
I
No free Goons.
it's not because I don't want people to want goons. I want to gain either cards
Oh,
or
I
you go back
see.
so
there.
I'm going back there.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
So that was my bump of my strength. I went up in infamy. I got a family member. And then now I'm going to associate with a gangster.
Okay.
And I'm going to associate with Birdie Brown.
Okay.
Birdie Brown.
Oh, Birdie.
There we go. And Birdie Brown gets me a free family member at the docks.
Oh, there you go.
And a free family member
Also, you set this up.
in the VIP. Yes.
you go.
So
Whoa.
let's
That's
go
very
ahead and go to the docks.
I'm assuming here.
Yes.
All right. Look at you,
And
little strong guy over there.
That is in the middle section. And I had a plan, but you covered the city token that I
city tile.
wanted.
Oh, I had to.
Don't forget your second family member.
Yes, so let's just put that out now.
In the VIP room.
In the VIP
In the
room.
VIP
yes.
room, there we go.
Okay.
All right, Naveen, can I have a fleet card as my reward?
Okay. There you go.
Oh, you're taking a card,
Yes,
not
from,
a city
from
tile.
the
taking the card.
From the
I
dock.
wish I could get to the double leverage one, but I cannot. And I'm gonna just not buy any goons.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I have a
This
yes,
one that you
that guy?
said.
Nice.
Very good.
You got it. Everyone's happy.
Thank
Alright.
you.
All right. So it goes to me. I have a helper card. I'm going to utilize it now.
What is
Might
it?
as well. It's just gaining a party
This one?
operations card. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and send out my capo to the park. So I'm bumping. I'm bumping green. Is that you, Naveen?
Me?
I'm bumping
Nice.
Naveen's. What would you like?
What are my options again? Oh, yeah.
Leverage, city tile, or
Book. You know what? Let's get my third book because
Oh.
when you finally go here, it would be nice to cook 3 at once. So there we go.
you
yeah.
have plans. Okay. So now that I'm here, I am going to bump up on strength,
Okay.
which does require me to spend a card.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend the one that I just took.
Okay.
that
Okay.
party
Yeah, might as well.
card.
Yeah, party card.
So there's that, and you moved up
I
the
did.
infamy. Thank you. So now I'm in the next pay threshold, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now I'm going to, for the first time, I'm going to pull out money from my vault.
Oh, first time
There
ever.
we
It
go.
doesn't
First
feel
time for
good.
everything.
It's really actually more painful than
I've done
I
it many times.
thought it would be.
Yeah.
But I would like to put out 2 buildings
Okay.
with this action.
Solid.
So I'm going to put out both one of my speakeasies and my still. So I have $5
It's
here,
gonna cost you 10
which
total.
means I have to pull out 10.
So it's
Ugh,
going to cost you 15 total.
Yes.
5 here
And
plus
10 from
the
my
5 times
vault.
2 from the vault.
there it is.
I did it.
You did.
Yeah.
That doesn't bring me any
It's
comfort.
just, you know,
There
you're
you
pacing.
go.
You're pacing with us, you know.
I paid for both at the same time,
good.
so I will do them one at a time, though.
Okay.
So first, I'm going to put out my speakeasy,
Okay.
and I think I will put them out in District 15,
Okay.
seeing as the mob has already visited there.
We have, yeah.
It has a strength of 4, though, and I also have a strength of 4, which means I will
Goon
need to discard one of my goons,
Sure.
bring it up to a 5, and I think I'm going to take over this spot. right
Yeah.
here.
It's good.
So this goes out, and I get this city tile.
So if you activate that city tile, you get a book.
Yes.
One to cook in the future.
So this goes out.
Yep.
Second one is going to be and I get a family member.
You do.
Can't forget that. And this family member is definitely going
Yeah.
into my VIP area because I forgot that last time. And as for my still, I am going to place it out into District 5. So I'm getting into here. It's the
Oh.
same thing though, strength of 4, which means I will have to
Goon
spend
time.
my last goon. And
Curious spot for the still.
why?
Oh, just you gotta
Why
have
is
to
it
transport
curious?
it across.
You know what? I'm actually going to flip these because the still building is the lowest in terms of the hierarchy
Yes.
when determining the
So right now you
district
and I are
control.
tied here.
Right. Until one of us puts out a family
Had
member.
you had the still here, these are more valuable, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
for area control compared to the stills.
Right. Okay. So I do get this city tile. I'm going to bump out. I don't need 2 of these.
No, why not?
You think I do?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that.
Oh, that's friendly.
Yeah, it is friendly. I do get a leverage token though for putting out my
Mm-hmm.
my still. Thank you. And that is it for that.
Okay.
So then I will end my turn by drawing a still card.
Still card.
Please,
oh, now
yes.
that you have a still.
Now that I have a still, I wonder what I'm
you're-
going to do with this. All right. So that is it for the first player turn. We're not changing turn order. Now it goes back to you, Naveen.
Okay. Time to go showcase what robbing the boats looks like. Again.
The first time.
So, Capo, please go over there and speak to this gentleman so that
Okay.
we can perform these actions. So, I am going to play this orange card, which is
Okay.
a still card. So, I am going to move up on this track.
Okay.
And so then I go up a little bit more famous, and then or infamous,
Infamous.
and then I have to get rid of a card in order to do it again. And I will go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Just drop this off real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna get rid of. Okay, I'll get rid of a still card.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there we go.
You get to draw another. You get a helper and
Oh, well, there you go. So
an operations card.
I'll take this helper card. This is just a free, like you can sell.
Yeah,
It's
that's
only
really
worth 5
nice.
at the bottom. Let's see what color I have here. I have a blue and a white. Why not? Yeah, there we go. That'll be
Okay.
nice. It's just a whole action that I can just take care of on
Nice.
that card.
Nice,
That's
nice.
good. That gets you another helper card
Yeah, that's
when
nice.
the time is right. And then I will take one of these cards as my operations card. Okay, so that was that. Then I get to put out a goon and not pay the $5 that it would normally require.
You get to also take the action on the operations card. I mean, so you get to produce barrels.
Because you placed your still card.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
there
You
we
have
go.
to actually
You
put
did-
it into
You didn't move up your still, even though you said you upgraded
yes.
twice, and I moved you up on infamy. You did not move your stills production up one more.
Thank you. There you go. I'm lost, but
You-
you have found me.
You were
Okay.
so excited about hiring a goon for free.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't let me forget that goon for free though. Okay,
So you're gonna
I
get
remember.
how many barrels?
2 barrels.
All right.
I'm gonna produce, and so those 2 barrels.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's huge.
For me, yeah, production
Barrels.
So if I wanted to sell them, then I got it. Yeah, so they're gonna hang
And
out there.
That's the first time we're doing that in the game, actually.
Yeah, no
So
one's produced.
when
Yeah.
you produce, they go directly into your stills area
Yeah.
to be delivered via your trucks.
And then now I will get that goon that I do not have to pay for. So Michael, do you have those goons over there?
There you go.
Thank you. All right. So, okay. So now I'm going to take this action here. And because I am in the upper east side dock over there.
The right side zone
upper
here?
west side, yeah. I'm going to be attacking the blue ship, which is Stephanie St. Clair's ship.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I need
Stephanie
to.
St. Clair.
Yeah, so their defense is 12. I need to have at least 13. So the way this works is you're going to take the amount of workers you have, plus any other players' workers, and multiply it by the value that you have in your strength. So in this case, I do have to pay Monique
Right.
$1. I have no cash in hand right here. So it's going to be $2 that I have to spend, one of which is going to go to the bank and one is going to go to you.
Yes, and I cannot prevent Naveen from doing this.
Correct, yeah.
I have to go along with it,
Yeah.
but at least I get some money out of it.
Because my total strength is going to be, 16 here, 4
Yes.
times 4. So I'm going to make change real quick. So I'm going to
Okay.
spend 5. I'm going to give you 1.
Okay.
And then give myself 3 back to my vault.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
So now, basically, I was successful. I robbed this one here.
Uh-huh.
So this barrel is going to go, this one can go straight to a building. This does not have to go into my storage. It
Yes.
can actually go to a place where it can be then sold.
Yes, it has to go to an operating building, though.
Operating
that is very
building.
important.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it here just so that I can be a little bit safe with it.
Nice.
All right. I also get the crate that happened to be on that ship. And so this one right here is pretty interesting. So this is going to be an ongoing ability for me. When we go to the mob wars, I have +1 strength or +1 defense
Yeah,
against
that is
those mobsters
nice.
that are coming after me. In addition to that, I also make a little bit of money. So I'm going to get $3 times every goon I have. And I've maxed out for a total of 18. And that'll be cash in hand.
That's so nice.
I do not want to start dipping into my vault anymore. So here's 15, and then I'm gonna, I made a mistake, 16, 17, 18. I keep knocking over these guys. I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
All right, so this is gonna stay with me. So I'll just kind of keep this, I'll just kind of tuck it.
Turn it
And then
over.
you flip it over
Yeah,
to its benefit
so that we
side.
remember that.
Yes.
Okay, and then I have to return a family member back to my vault. Or my,
To your
not my
VIP
vault,
area?
VIP area, yep. And I'll do this one because
Okay.
there's no need for me to have extra goons since I have them right now. I'll put them right there.
And if you don't have any space in your VIP area, then they actually go out. So
Yes.
keep that in mind. Now, we are going to refill that rum runner with another crate.
Okay.
And since this is the first time we're doing it, we might as well go over the other crates that are there.
Sure, so I'll
right?
just put this one in right now. And
Okay.
let's talk about the other ones.
So starting from the top, that's going to gain you $1 per infamy.
Yes.
On the infamy track.
Yes.
So it is more lucrative now that we're further into the game. And the ongoing benefit is when you visit the dock, you can choose any of the 4 rewards. The next crate is $5 per upgrade that you have in the VIP
room.
area specifically. So that's actually kind of nice. That's a new one that we have. And it also immediately gains you 2 of those leverage tokens.
Yep.
The third one is similar to the second, except it's $5 per still upgrade that you have. And it allows you to produce 1 extra barrel when you do so. And the bottom is $5 per barrel that you have basically on the board in operable areas. And the ongoing benefit is an additional movement when you move your fleet.
Very good.
So these are things that we are keeping in mind as we view the rum runners, which, by the way, this needs to move
Yep.
to the next spot now that you've robbed it
I did rob it.
so mercilessly.
I needed
Here,
to.
right?
Yep.
All right. Perfect.
So that wraps up my turn. I have no orange still cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab one of those.
Nice. All right. Michael.
Okay, I have a choice. It's basically, do I bump Naveen and give him something so that I get a free goon, or do
No.
I not bump Naveen and we just both don't get stuff?
Let's both
And
get stuff.
I think I am gonna bump
Options.
no one.
No one. Oh, okay.
Can you put me in the
Okay,
other
you wanna
spot?
be here.
Yes.
All right.
That
And
was
so
a switcheroo.
I'm gonna play this, which will get me a single free goon.
Okay.
I'll put
Did
that
want
out.
another free goon, huh?
Then
Nice.
we're gonna produce 1 barrel.
So that card goes out. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
one.
so that
got that
card
card?
goes to the
That's
bottom of
You
the
can
deck.
have a barrel while you're at it.
Barrel, yes. There you go.
Okay, and then I am going to attack a rum runner ship, and I have 2 choices. So all my
'Cause
people
you're
are at the
this docks.
downtown
So these two.
area, and so I can choose between the purple or the white, and I think I'm going to pick the white
This one?
grayish one. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so this is
it's
Arnold?
Yes. So you need to have at least 12.
12, and
which
so
I think you're
have
good, right?
4 times 4, so I am perfectly
Perfectly
good
good.
there, and I will reap all the rewards there. I get,
So you get 1 barrel, which
barrel.
can go directly to a place.
and I'll just put that right there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I get the crate.
You get this crate right here, which is that one that we talked about. So how much money do you get? from
I
that?
think I'm getting 14,
14
in
bucks.
on-hand cash.
10, 11, 12. You said 14?
Yep.
13.
That's so
and 14.
nice.
14 in cash.
Okay.
There you go.
And then I think I will pick the fleet card to end
Okay.
my
I'm going
action.
to put the new crate out there. Fleet card. So this one?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Nice.
Very, very good.
Oh,
Gosh.
sorry. And at the beginning of my turn, I wanted to gain a family member
Okay.
with my
Yeah,
bonus.
with that one. That makes
Okay.
sense. Did you have space for it?
I
Yeah.
do. I believe I can hold 2 in my VIP room.
There
so
you go.
let's go right in there.
I'm so jealous of this,
That's pretty good.
of this robbing.
You got to get, well, you guys were
Oh,
doing like,
and then let's not forget to move the
oh, yeah,
ship
the ship. So
clockwise
it's
to the
gonna
next
skip
available
that
spot.
one. It's going to go right over there.
All right. All right, so then it is back to me. I'm actually quite thankful that you gave me this $1 because I think I think I'm gonna spend it.
Yeah.
So I'm sending out my capo. Do you mind sending my capo to the leftmost?
This one?
Yes,
You
that
wanna go
person.
there, huh?
That person of interest.
Okay.
I'm going to hire 2 goons, one for free and one for that $1.
Oh, look
This
at
is
that.
sponsored by Naveen.
Sponsored by
Thank
me.
you.
Okay.
Friendly funded. Thank you so much.
yeah.
And I will gain a family member
Okay.
as well. So
And you can house them in the VIP, or do you want to send them to the docks?
I'm going to house them in the VIP.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a turn for
this.
protecting.
Yeah.
I also gain a leverage token,
Leverage
please.
token, yeah.
So I have quite a bit.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm in this 3rd place position. I might as well reap the benefits of that.
Yes.
I really haven't
Send
so
out
far.
your peeps.
So I'm going to play this VIP card, which allows me to bump up on the VIP track,
Okay, so your
which
infamy
gains
goes
me another infamy.
For purple. Yeah.
Please. Thank you. And then I can also spend another card to do it again. So I'm
you
going
go.
to do that.
Okay.
So
you get to spend 2 cards because you're crossing this threshold.
I've spent 2 cards.
Yes, one for this card itself, and then
And then
because
one
you're
for
going
the
into
threshold.
the
You
yeah.
have
Okay.
another infamy,
I will do that. Yes. And I get another
So
infamy.
you have to get rid of 2 cards.
I have to get rid of 2 cards.
and you gain a family member. I'll put it right there.
All right. I guess I will discard these 2.
Okay.
So again, that was 1 for the actual taking the optional benefit, and then 1 for crossing
Crossing
that
the final
that
threshold.
the
Yeah.
final threshold.
Yep.
So,
So that card goes out of your little window.
this
and
goes
then
out.
Okay.
This goes in, and I gain a family member, right?
You
Yeah,
did. Yeah,
that's right.
Michael gave it to you.
Oh,
right
thank
there,
you. So this family member is going into my VIP room now that I can host them.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now I'm going to take the action of protecting my businesses.
That's
I
right.
have I have to spend 2 leverage per family member. I have 3 of them, and right now I have 1 leverage showing.
Yeah.
So I have to spend the extra 5 in these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Exact. So I'm going to put out
Unbelievable.
all 3. What shall I protect?
Well,
I
the
feel like
casino is
the
probably
world-
definitely something you're going to want to get involved in, right?
Yes, the world is my oyster right now. So I think I'm just going to protect my still, knowing that a police officer is going there. I'm going to protect this one as well. So now this is operable,
So 1, 2.
and the 3rd one will go here. So I do need to protect my casino eventually, but there's no threat right now, and we still have time in the game.
Yep.
All right. And to end my turn, I'm going to take a party card, please.
Party card. All right.
Yes.
Party animal. There you
Thank you. All right. That is it.
Ooh.
That was the 2nd.
Second.
So we have one last
One more.
before the Lucky Luciano phase. Oh my gosh, that was very fast. All right, goes back to you, Naveen.
Yeah, me. Ooh.
Oh, and before you start, Naveen, I realized that we skipped 1 step of my Rum Runner attack, and that
Bring you
is
back.
I didn't bring back a family
So
member.
which one would you like
let's take the goon spot
The goon spot?
available,
There you go.
and then I do not have room in my VIP room, so this person just goes
to?
out.
Off they go. I see.
Nice.
Okay, I am going to go to the restaurant. It is time to switch
Yes,
up my turn order.
$3.
Yeah, yes, you'll get $3. You'll both get $3,
Yeah,
right?
so will you.
Because
It's
turn order is
payday
going to
for
be
us. Yeah.
changing.
Yeah.
Okay, so for going there, I have to discard a card, which is kind of stinky, but I'll discard this card.
Okay.
This green one.
Okay.
So that goes out. And then now I'm going to rearrange turn order. I'd like to go and be last. I'd like to be as cheap as possible. So I'm going to get rid of another card.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
this 3rd spot here does require you to get rid of an operations card. So
Oh, I think Michael wanted that. I'm going to discard this card over here. That's good to know. Michael's making a face. I didn't know you were going to go for that. Okay.
this is great. I'm just glad I'm not a part of that.
All right, so that was just to have the right to do what I just did. Now I'm going to
Correct.
actually take the actions. So the first action I'm going to take is I am going to spend these tokens. Or actually, sorry, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend a card. I'm going to do this fleet card here. So I'm going to move up 1 on the green. And now I have up to 3 movement points.
Okay. And you get an
then
infamy.
I get an infamy, which now puts me in that next
Yeah.
selling position. So let's go ahead and just drop this off in it's the appropriate space. Monique, do you mind helping me?
Oh,
out?
yeah,
I'm
sure.
kind of
Okay.
poor at this.
Go for it. So now you can
Okay.
move your truck.
Truck. Let's get the truck on into the spot here. Now I have barrels, so I'm going to auto generate them here. And then
Because you are, it is in the same district as your still, right?
Correct,
That's
yeah.
what that is? Okay.
Yeah, and then I have movement, so my movement is up to 3. So as a free thing, I'm going to drop off 1.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to drive in over here, drop off. So that's 1 movement. That's one movement, and I'm just going to go right on back. I'm just going to hang out right there.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell. So I'm using 2 different city tokens. I'm going to sell. Let's just sell these 2 since they're unprotected.
Okay.
Right now while I can. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just drop this on top of that token because I'm a little nervous about that token.
You want that?
Well, he already destroyed.
Oh, you
my-
covered
So many-
that. Oh no! Sorry,
And
Michael.
a cascade.
I had
of
to. I had
plans
to.
Pain.
being ruined.
But we have sold booze to our speakeasies. People are having a good
Congratulations.
time drinking. And so these will go out
Illegally,
illegally.
mind you.
Yeah.
So you are here.
That's going to be $30.
It's $15 each. The lower of the two because they're
Lower of the two.
speakeasies.
They're speakeasies, but I get the bottom. So 10, 20, 30.
Nice.
Cash in hand.
Cash in hand.
So that was that. And then now, while I am still able to, because the police isn't there yet, I am going to spend this to go ahead and manufacture a little bit more.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can manufacture 2 more. Booze.
Into
Yep.
oh yeah, what are you gonna
Let's just go ahead and cover that.
and
up.
cover? Okay.
Who wants you to have
Okay,
free
You
sales?
are the villain right now.
I felt bad about that first age, or the first era, so I really needed to get this going.
The first act.
Act, yeah, sorry. So then here we go.
So
2
2
is what I
barrels
can produce. I'm gonna go ahead and
into your
just
stills.
drop them off right there.
Beautiful.
And then now I have to draw. Knowing that I have no green cards, I'm definitely gonna want this one right here. There we go.
All right, Michael.
That is me.
Do you have a new plan?
no.
Because
I will be in deep thought.
okay.
All right. Well, my turn's not going to be as best as it could be, but
Okay.
I still need to
As
protect
glorious.
what I can. So I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to put a family member out on the docks, and I guess I'm still going to go downtown. I'm going to get a book,
Book.
my third book.
Third book. You ready to cook?
I'm ready to cook.
Wow.
And I'm not going to buy any goons, and then I'm just going to protect. And it costs 3 to send out a family member, so I'm going to send out 1 family member, and that person's going to go right here.
You have
Nice.
to get in there, huh?
And you
So you control that one then, now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm losing control of this, but you have full leverage for that based off of your cards.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I would like to draw a VIP room, please.
You love your VIP room cards.
That's good timing because had you waited an extra turn, then it would have cost you 4 leverage.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had to do it.
Per person. All right. Okay, so then it goes to me for the final turn before we have another lucky Luciano phase. Oh my goodness. I think I would also like to rob
You're
a
gonna
rum
go
runner.
Oh, who are you gonna knock off?
Because,
Who are you gonna knock off? gotta-
definitely green.
Green.
Are you green?
I'm green.
Yes, so I'm going to the park.
Ah.
And I'm going to swap places with
Well.
Naveen. Do you mind
Yeah.
doing the old switcheroo?
Yeah, switcheroo. So I'm going
Please.
over there. Do you mind putting me out there?
This was not my original plan, but I think I saw an opportunity,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm just going to take
Naveen,
it.
what bonus do you want to
You
get?
know, books are nice and all, but I have 3. I think I'm gonna go with one of these tokens. 'Cause I'm a
Leverage.
little nervous about getting ousted from that 2 slot.
And now that you're going to the 2 slot, you can
I
do
can start using
as
it,
many as
yeah.
you want. Okay. So first, I'm going to recruit a goon for free.
Okay.
So may I have a goon, please? Thank you. And then I get to play a still card. So I'm playing this one.
Okay.
This card gains me a family member or a helper card. I'm going with a family member, and I'm putting them out onto the dock
Oh.
because I have to rob this rum runner.
Which dock would you
right?
like to
So
go
let me
to?
just replace this really quick, and I get to produce a barrel, a single barrel, because I'd never moved my
Single production.
I never upgraded my stills area.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
Yep. There you go. Perfect.
All right. So I did that, and the family member is gonna go here.
You're gonna stay on that dock.
I'm gonna stay on this dock because I need to rob the blue rum runner for
I
that
gonna get some
sweet
cash?
crate. Huh?
Am I gonna get some cash out of this?
You might. You probably will get $1.
Perfect.
Ugh,
Which is
that
$2.
stinks. I have to take it out of my vault. So I'm gonna get a book first. My second book, which is not as good as you two. You have 3 books.
It took a while to get these.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, even though the blue rum runner was previously robbed, they stayed in the same area of Manhattan. Probably a
did.
big mistake.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of
should've
family
hightailed
members
it out.
yeah, on that dock. So I only have 2. My strength is 4. So right now I have a total strength of 8. which
Yeah.
means if I want to get to 14,
14. So 13 plus 1, right? You got to get to 14.
I need to get to 14. I could borrow the assistance of one of
My
Naveen's.
peoples.
That would be 12, and then I would need to spend 2 goons.
Are you able to protect yourself from the mob?
I don't have any
You're good. Yeah.
areas that are. That's it. That's a later turn
That means
thing.
in the next act, you're
It's-
definitely going to have to protect
I'm
yourself.
gonna.
Yeah.
Some of my buildings, I think, are going to get destroyed.
Gonna get a little
But
crumbly. Okay.
that is the risk that you take
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
business. Okay. I have to pull out of my vault.
So are you
for
using
$2.
both of these or just
I'm
one?
using just one.
Okay, so because it's 3 times 4 for 12.
Yes.
13, 14.
And then I'm going to spend the 2 goons.
Two
So
goons
I
off,
do
there
have
you
to
go.
take out $2.
$2,
May I have a change? Can you just give me?
I'm going to give you 3.
Yes. So
She
3
gave me a
go
5. You're going to take 3 back.
into
and
my
then-
vault.
And then into your vault. And then I'm going to take 1 for myself.
Okay.
And that goes into my hand.
That goes into your hand.
Yeah.
I have recruited the assistants. Thank you so much, Naveen.
Yes.
And I am now going to rob that rum runner. What's the name of this rum runner?
It's Stephanie. Stephanie's been through a lot.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Stephanie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and place the barrel with my casino
Cool.
because it's going to sell for a lot more.
Sure.
And then I gain the crate,
Yeah.
which is what I
Oh, look
really
at what
wanted
you've
here.
done.
It's $5
Oh, man. You're good.
times the level that my VIP room is at, which
is
is
5.
at 5. So I gained $25 in hand.
That seems like a good
And
exchange. To
2
give
leverage
me
tokens.
1. Yeah.
There's no ongoing benefit, so I guess that's the trade-off here.
It's pretty good.
That's very good.
I just
pretty
Oh,
good.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So there's that. You know what? I think I'm mistaken. I don't think I actually get the leverage tokens.
You get
I
something
think,
better.
Yeah, it's even better. This is just 2 permanent leverage.
Wow.
So that's a really nice great tile.
Sure.
I do have to bring back one of my family members.
Yeah.
So
It's your
yeah, it
choice.
doesn't matter
It doesn't
because
matter
there's an
'cause it's
empty
still
space.
The new one comes in right here.
Yes, thank you.
Look at that.
What is that? That's
$5
per
for every
strength.
strength. So
Ooh, that's good
so it's
too.
20 for all of us right now.
All right, and then let's move the rum runner to the next. We're gonna skip this location
Yes.
and go right here to downtown.
Downtown.
Ooh,
I
downtown.
got an army
Oh
downtown.
no.
That's you, Michael.
Michael's
that is
there.
all you. That's
I'm ready
$20
for
in
it.
hand.
Give it to
Now.
me.
Okay, so into
And you're gonna
my
be first.
Yes.
VIP room. And to end my turn, I'm going to take an orange operation card, a still card.
There it is.
Thank you. All right, that is the end of the round. So we are going to now
Slide these
change
over.
turn order.
And because this happened and you both have casinos,
Yes.
I went gambling.
Thank you.
I lost a little.
So $3 for me.
There you go.
$3 for Michael. And that is the end of player rounds. So we're going to go into our second Lucky Luciano phase now. We are well into the game. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of action.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start with the mob war. We're going to add some new mobsters. Who do we have?
Okay, I think we have District 2 first.
Two.
District 2.
Yeah. Who,
All right,
who
we
am I
have
dealing with?
Joe Adonis.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
7?
yep, but they're attacking for
They're
9.
gonna attack for 9, huh?
Okay.
I don't like that. I'm gonna have
So-
to deal with them.
This goes there.
Okay.
Good luck, Naveen.
Got
Okay.
it.
And then we got
Do it.
Six.
6 is Gertrude Lithgow.
Gertrude Lithgow.
They have an 8 strength over
8?
there.
Okay, these are strong.
They're
It
getting
only
stronger.
they only get stronger
Yeah.
as we progress through the game.
More
So
desperate. Yeah.
there we go. And 9.
Okay, we have Moonshine Mary.
Moonshine Mary.
What's that? A total of 8 also?
8.
8 with an attack of 2.
Okay.
8 with an attack of 2. So
Or
that's
plus
going to
2.
be
Plus 2.
10 total.
Oh, so they're attacking
8
you
plus
for
2.
10 here, Michael.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. And now we do have some attacks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's go in district order.
Sure.
Who do we have first?
It's going to be me here. They're going to attack me twice.
Okay.
Okay.
Once at my still, once at my speakeasy.
Okay, so you have to resolve each attack separately.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a total of, what's the strength again?
9. You need to
9.
Meet 9 to defend successfully.
Okay, so I have 4 strength.
Yes.
Yep.
Plus 1, 5.
Yep.
So I have 5. I'm going to use my William Big Bill Dwyer one time. I'm not going to pay to get an extra 4, so that's my 9 that I needed.
To protect which one?
To protect the still.
Okay.
Okay, so the still is safe. Then, unfortunately, if I want Big Bill to help me out again, I'm going to have to pay him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can spend goons, but, I'm just going to pay him.
Okay.
Let's just make it nice and easy. Big Bill, thank you so much. $5 for
Okay.
the second protection. Same math on 9, so they are both safe.
Okay, so
Nice.
Joe Adonis didn't put out any mob
Speakeasies?
speakeasies, so he just has no presence in the game. anymore,
Yes, so
being
they're now
removed.
out of the game.
Good.
Which is good.
Okay.
Got wiped out.
All right, who do we have next?
I think we have District 6,
District
which is just
6.
going to take over 2 spots.
These 2 spots.
Boom, and boom, they win that one.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
Bad.
And then we have District 9,
Right there.
which
so that's
they'll take over
you.
1 spot automatically.
Okay, Michael.
And then attacking me, and so I have a strength of 4 And if I were to only use goons, that wouldn't be enough. So I'm going to use Birdie Brown and spend 7
7.
to get 4 plus 6 to 10, which is more than enough.
Yeah, so you get 3 back.
3 back, please.
Oh, that's expensive.
It is.
Like, yeah. I know.
7 points.
And then, so that's a successful defend, and that is the last attack from the Mob Wars.
Okay. I mean, it's good that you defended, though, because you have a barrel right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you want to
need
sell
get
that.
barrel.
And now we can figure out where the mobsters are coming for the
They got to be going
next
for Monique
act.
spots, right?
They are.
Like,
They
come
are.
on.
They definitely are. If we haven't seen mobs there yet,
Okay.
they're now
We
going
have
to
someone
arrive.
coming to 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's 4? This
It's
one?
over here. Yeah.
Is this
It's where I am.
Naveen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I
And
know.
someone coming to 10.
10.
Here they come.
Okay.
Here they come.
This is now my problem
Your
here.
plight.
14.
My plight. 10. Is this 14?
14.
Oh, 14.
There,
Oh,
for both of you,
no.
it's 14.
And
Our
then
plight.
16.
And 16.
So that should mean that all places is either had mobsters starting there
Yes.
or been attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then now the 4 policemen are going to show up to 4 new districts.
So we have one
Yeah,
in
this is really unfortunate right here.
2.
Operations here. I'm not going to have control
You
of it.
didn't protect them.
There's not enough actions. That's the whole thing about this
Here.
game.
and one
Okay.
over there.
Yeah, that's true. It is an action economy that you must manage, but of course it's difficult
I
too.
feel judged.
No, you're not being
Based
judged.
off of what you said.
No. You can't do it all.
You
like
can't do it
something
all.
is gotta give.
I had to rob those crates.
The
man.
last game I played of this, I ended the game with 1 building left on the board. So sometimes you have to lose some things.
That's true.
All right. And
All
then
right.
the 4 new policemen are going to go to the last zones that they haven't been to, which should be 5.
It should be these ones, right?
Yes,
5,
let's go.
10, 11, and 12.
Yeah, look at those.
5, 10. I had all games.
They're like in Times Square now. huh?
And 12. All right, so we must protect. If we would like these buildings to score at the end of the game for what they're worth, they need to be protected. Now it is payout time.
Okay.
So let's just go. Can you
Yeah.
just tell me who?
Okay, so they control the mob.
So just give me colors.
Nobody, unfortunately, because I'm not protected here.
that
What
is
about my
unfortunate.
truck? Does my truck
yeah.
do anything?
Yeah, I wish our trucks did something. I know.
3 is mob.
Mob, they're just going hard.
3, 4.
Me, I'm there.
You are there and you are
I am there.
protected.
I'm something.
5
You're
is
there because you are protected, so we're going to do this thing.
Oh my gosh, I snuck in there.
And then the mob.
And then the mob.
This is not bad, Monique. We're going to get 15 each here.
Yes, because it's technically we're both technically tied for these 2 spots, and you take
Yes.
the lower of the 2.
Correct.
So $15.
So 15 for you.
Into the vault. Thank
It's not my
you.
35 that I had last time, which was kind of important for me because I'm not really anywhere else.
15's great.
That's kind of bad.
All right, central zone here.
Okay.
Yep.
So starting up there,
Mob.
mob.
Mob again.
Oh, they're just going for it.
Mob again.
Mob again.
Oh, because
I
Yeah.
didn't protect
It's hard to.
is this
You
me?
somehow.
it.
well?
Somehow.
This
Michael.
Then me.
Michael's
oh no, you're
protected.
protected. I'm
I'm
not.
protected over.
So Michael gets that,
The mob.
And then the mob.
and then the mob.
Okay, there we go. There
so
we
we
go.
both
So
get 10.
10. 10
okay.
for each of
All
us.
right. Let me give you 2 5s for
Thank
one of
you.
you,
Here you
and
go,
then
Michael.
10 for the other one.
There you go.
So
2
running
5s,
low
I'll
on
take the 10.
10s here.
All right, final zone. Up here,
You
me?
over Naveen.
Yeah.
Because you're not
You're
protected.
protected, I'm not,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Okay,
me.
then me over you.
Yes, Michael, because you have
A
a
hierarchy.
higher building.
Yep.
This is nobody.
And then
And then
you.
up there is me.
Yep.
All right.
Wow.
So it's 45 35.
Whoa.
Yep.
That is a great split.
Oh.
That's a horrible
That's
split.
not bad.
That's a horrible
Naveen?
split.
I,
Yeah, I'm not involved. All right, let's bring out the 50s. So
Okay.
who gets to 45? Monique, you did?
I get 45.
Yeah, so
And
5 back. to the
Michael
bank.
gets.
here's 15
35.
from my vault.
15. All right, from
Okay,
the
so I have
vault.
to give you 5.
5.
Can you just have change, please?
Sure.
For 2
okay.
5s?
So,
or just one
1
5?
5 for you,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. We have been fully paid out. So let's go ahead and reset these markers.
So we'll get our capos back.
And that is it.
Yeah.
And just like that, we are now going to be entering Act 3. So the year is now 1928, and we have a new first player.
We do. Michael.
Michael has taken over. Somehow, wait, you didn't make that decision, huh?
I made that
Nope.
decision.
Naveen made that decision. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull our capos back. We get all 3.
Make your purples.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
We didn't lose any,
My greens.
but this is our last chance to sort of do
sorry,
it big, right?
Yes.
Because this is 3 actions.
getting
We're gonna
tight.
have 1 more lucky Luciano phase, and then one last
Action, yeah.
capo placement.
Yikes.
So do everything you want to do now.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to start us off by kind of going to this normal spot that we usually
Oh, yeah.
go
Time to
to.
build.
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
Yep.
I feel.
I'm going to bump up my.
Still production.
Let's just bump up
There you go.
my VIP room,
Okay.
which gets me one more fame. Infamy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna build 2 buildings, and I think they're both gonna be speakeasies. There's gonna be this one and this one for a total of 11. And I believe that's
Do you have
exactly.
11?
That might be
There's a lot of ones.
Not exactly. I have exactly 10.
So you have to make it 12 then.
Yeah. So
2 is going to come from the vault.
Yep. Here's a 5. Can I get 3 back?
3 back, and these 3 will go into the vault.
Yep.
So no cash in hand, but in vault, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then these guys are, one's gonna get me a city token, so I guess I will take this.
You touched like every.
I don't.
You're like
they're all.
Well, it's because you don't have a still, so
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
looking at like making booze, but you don't have a still to make it.
Yeah.
And that one's gonna go here.
Oh, get in there.
Get in there.
Nice.
And then this one is gonna go. I have a strength of 4, so I can beat up this one for free.
Okay. Very good.
You're in.
You're
I'm in.
Everybody's in there.
Everyone's in.
And I get this. Let's put these down.
Okay.
And then I get to protect.
Yes.
And so I have 2, 3, and then 4,
so
spending this.
Single protect because you're at
So
you're
one
at 4
family
leverage.
member.
One
Yes.
family member.
And we're going to protect this one for
makes
now.
sense. So you can
Yeah.
actually
It's
do
the
something
more
with it.
priority one.
Totally. Very good.
And then to end my turn, I will draw a stills card.
Still
Please.
card. You got it.
All right.
All right, Monique.
Well, I think that it's time for me to go to the restaurant.
Restaurant, you go.
I'm going to the restaurant. I have to
Okay.
discard a card, so I'll go with this card.
This one's out.
Yeah, the green one.
Okay.
So it
What would you
goes
like
to the
do?
fleet deck.
Are
I
you
am
get-
going to play
Do you
a
like
card.
your position?
Huh?
Do you like your position?
What position? Oh, yes,
you
yes.
like
Sorry.
this
No, I would like
position?
to go first.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know.
No problem.
I haven't felt that all game.
Okay.
It's my first time going
Sure.
first.
Why not?
So, all right. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play an operations card. So I'm going to play a party card.
Oh, party time.
We haven't really done this.
Yeah, sure.
But this is the benefit allows me to
Bump once.
upgrade
Are you gonna spend
this
another
area
card
so
to
I
bump?
get infamy. Yes, I think I will.
Okay, spending your
I'm going to
last
spend
card.
my last card. I don't have any cards in my hand
Cardless.
to go up one more, so I get one more infamy, please.
Okay.
It's nice to try to reach the 18 space because you get 15.
Yep.
15 bucks
Bucks in vault.
into the vault.
Yeah.
This is going to allow me to sell.
Okay,
I'm wasting a lot. I only have 1 barrel,
sure.
but I don't know when I'll be able to sell again.
Are you gonna
So-
cook books, or are you gonna now spend 2
Well, no,
seasons?
I'm going to take this action
Oh,
first
okay,
to
yeah.
sell. And I only have 1 barrel that's here, which is going to...
Somehow the police aren't there.
So,
2 casinos in the same area. The police are just kind of meandering around.
Yeah, they're just kind of looking past us.
There you go.
Okay.
The higher price point is 20,
20.
right? So I'm going to go ahead and get
All right.
20.
So perfect. Here's 2 10s.
Thank you. And this goes into my hand.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And then I think I'm going to cook some books.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I only have 2 books. So, which means I'm going to probably cook this book here just for reaching that level of infamy.
So you have 15 in the vault, right?
Yeah, 15. Oh, I'm so
My
sorry.
family member.
15 in the vault. And this actually has a bonus, which allows me to upgrade 1. Thank you.
Okay, so you
When
cannot hit the threshold that requires you to spend a card because you have no cards, right?
I don't have cards.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, so I can only... I guess I might as well do this one.
Okay. So that gives you
Bump
some
that
infamy,
up.
though.
So that does give me some infamy, which means I get to draw I get to draw an operations card.
Operations and one of those.
As well as a helper.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1 second. Okay. So I want to make sure I don't take the same colored bottle. So I think I'm going to take this one
Okay.
because it's just worth a lot. And
worth-
it's a city tile.
Very
So
good.
there's
Very good.
that.
Very good. Very good. Oh,
I-
2 books.
2
Look at that.
books. Oh, that's helpful.
It's already come and gone.
And then I'll take the party.
Yep, party time.
We're gonna have a party. All right.
Okay.
So that was my first book. For my second book, I think I'm not eligible for any of these zone.
You're close to this
goals.
if you can get the family out
Yeah,
there.
they need
but-
to be protected. That's my only
Yeah.
problem. And these goals are only worth 10.
Uh-huh.
So I think the most lucrative option for me right now is this one here. So that requires me to have 3
3 protected areas.
protected areas.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yep.
So I can claim the 3.
There you go.
And if I put out a 5th, then I can take the 5.
Yep.
You could,
Right? You
yeah.
just can't
You
take
just need another
both
book.
of the same level. So that's going to gain me 20
Here's 20.
and also into my vault.
Okay.
And that is it. So I'm going to end by taking a stills card, please.
Stills card. You got it.
Yes, thank you.
Very good.
All right. So then to you, Naveen.
Oh, to me. Well, that was a lot of action right there.
There's a lot of action. A lot of movement.
There was a lot of stuff going on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to this spot. I need some family. Let's get a family member into my VIP room.
Okay.
Then I'm not going to hire any goons because I'm maxed out here. Let me get a token, please.
And don't forget that if you are ever in need of family members, bump up twice and you'll gain that last family member from the board.
I'm going to bump up once here, but not twice, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a red card, which is the VIP card, and it's going to be this one. So I'm going to get one single bump on the red.
Okay.
I'm going to move up. And then I get to place out my family members. So I'm going to place out, so it's a rate of 2 to 1, right? That's where I'm at right there. So I got to remove this card. So this one's going to go out, and then this one's going to come in. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then both these family members can go out and do their protectings. So we're
Where
going to go
to?
1
Okay.
and 2. There we go. So now I'm eligible for this book cooking, which
Very
is
nice.
what
You are.
which I ID'd since the setup of the game. I feel like it took a long time to get there, but now I have to finish it off.
Okay.
Okay, so then that is that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card. I'll take a party card. Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and take that. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that
And
was that.
don't forget to slot your card.
Yes, thank you.
And that is it, right?
That is it.
Okay, so we are going to change turn order. So now I'm going first. And that also means that Michael and I collect $3 each
You do, unfortunately. How
in
about
hand.
I need a casino.
Here you go,
I
Michael.
don't think it's happening.
Congratulations.
There you go. That's
Thank
nice.
you.
Little passive
That is
money.
so nice.
Cash.
All right, so second turn. Seeing as we're going to have some mobsters coming into some areas, I might have to honestly sacrifice a building,
Okay.
but I do need to defend against at least one of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I am going to associate. And I think, what do I bump up on? Well, I'm going to speak to the person in the middle.
All
This
right.
person of interest, which lets me,
Single bump.
they let me do one bump. And I think I'm just going to discard both of my operations cards
Okay.
to bump up
up
on
one.
the final
I
strength
see.
because I'm going to be associating with a mobster who doesn't really give me that much strength. So before I do that, though, I will hire some goons because they're pretty affordable right now. So I'm going to spend a total of 3. It's the $3 that I earned from my casino
For 2
to
goons.
hire 2 goons.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you. And I will associate with this mobster.
Okay.
So this is Joe, the boss, Lacerda,
Ah,
and
it's an A tile.
it is an ATOS. So this is my associate.
Yeah.
Please.
We started the game with this one.
We started the
basically.
game with this one, and they're going to gain me a family member in the VIP room and one in the docks.
Okay.
So one in VIP
Okay.
and one in the docks, and I
too.
think I would like to go here.
Middle.
Yes.
Oh, there.
And I'm going to recruit another goon for free, please. Thank
For your
you.
defense.
And yeah, and I'm also going to relocate this and just close off that spot. Okay. And I think that's it. So I have no cards in my hand. That is the end of my turn. So I'm going to I'll draw still,
Still.
please.
You like your still cards.
I do like my still cards.
Okay,
That is it for me.
Yep.
All right.
So,
We're gonna start
Michael.
off my turn with a correction. I think last act I robbed a rum runner with an orange card, and then I said I created a barrel, but I don't have a still out, so
Oh, yeah.
there was no
There's no way to do
barrel to be created.
it. Perfect.
I realized that because I was going to do a rum runner again, and then be like, oh, I still don't have it. And,
Okay.
and the orange part of creating the barrel part is worthless. But that's actually not what I'm doing this turn. I'm going to go to the restaurant.
Restaurant.
Yes.
Restaurant.
And I'm going to spend 2 cards.
2 cards.
cards.
One to change turn order, which is required, and the other to go to the 2.
The spot.
I'm blue go.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, you're gonna shove that
Fascinating.
3. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then now in the bottom row, I'm going to start off with cooking books.
Okay.
Okay.
What books would you like to cook?
I'm going to cook this book right here.
Okay.
Actually,
15.
we'll start with this one. Sorry.
Okay.
This
Oh,
one down
okay.
here.
Oh, you did it.
I have a protected speakeasy and a protected casino in
Nice.
2 different districts.
Yep. 20.
And
Very
I get a
good.
bump, and that bump is going to be on my fleet.
Okay.
which pushes me right there.
Okay.
Very good.
And then now I am eligible for this action right here,
Nice.
which is going to.
That's how you're
took
gonna
a
get
book there.
family there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a family member.
You need family.
I
Yeah.
need some
It's a
family.
good way to get it.
So I
Yeah.
get 10, which is not as much as I could get other places.
family is
But I get the family.
Family is
Important.
family.
Family.
In the end.
That, and then my third book is going to be this guy
Oh, nice. You're doing
over
it again.
here.
Okay.
Ah, so good.
Is that 15?
That is 15.
Wow.
And I'm going to push, I guess, my selling up. And then, so then my second part of the bottom row is going to be playing a card. And that card is this card.
Okay.
And I'm going to get another family member.
Family member, yeah.
Let's just move that out of the way.
Okay.
This is for you,
Take that,
Naveen.
yeah. I'll take care of it. No
The
problem.
family member is going to go here, and then I get to send people out to protect, and they cost 2,
2.
and I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can send both these
Oh,
out
man. Look at
to
you.
there,
Protected.
So
And-
protected.
there.
Oh, yikes.
Nice. You go,
You got
Michael.
this game down, Michael.
You got this.
What is going on over here?
Then to draw
Walloping.
a card to end my turn, I'm going to draw the party card, please.
Party card.
Party time.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I don't like what happened there.
What, the
Which
restaurant?
part?
Just
Yeah.
because it looked so cool?
You foiled all of Michael's plans earlier.
Yeah, I don't like
And
that.
now that Michael's succeeding,
Yeah.
Michael,
There was no foiling, though.
Good
I
job.
didn't even
Foiling.
take anything.
you did
They did
great.
take.
The restaurant
doing
is a
fantastic.
free-for-all.
It is a free for all. I mean, I could cook these books also.
You should.
I'm eligible for this,
You should definitely
this,
cook.
and this. I'm
books.
gonna go do it. Let's just go to the restaurant. We've
Okay.
all met up at the restaurant. We're
We have.
having a powwow there. So, okay, I am going to spend a card.
Okay.
And let's just get rid of. I have 2 of these cards. I'm gonna get rid of this purple one
Okay.
to take this action. And now I cannot. I cannot take what Michael took. So I'm just gonna slide myself into the slot here.
Okay.
I'm going to play a card, and I'm going to play my green one right here. So this one allows me to move my green, this token.
Okay.
It's a lot of talking.
It's the end.
It's a ton of talking.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. So
We understand you.
Yeah, there. And then I can spend a card, which I will.
Okay.
I'll spend a card to move again. So do I get anything?
Nope.
Is anything going on over
Do
there?
I just
Nothing?
get anything?
All right, let's just move this out. So
Okay.
this one's out, and then this one's going to slot in. I'll move that in just a second. So now I'm going to load up my truck, which is already here. And in this moving action, I'm going to just drop off that barrel there. We're going to move 1, drop off here. And then I'm just going to turn back around. So I had, how many movement points do I have? 3?
Yes.
So it's going to be, that was 1 in and just 2. I'm just going to hang out right by my still. I'm just doing little local deliveries, you know?
Yeah.
Before I
Saving
forget,
on
before
gas.
you draw a card, I think I actually went up to 17.
Okay.
Which we can check by 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4.
Oh yeah.
And then plus 1 is 17.
Let's do a
so
check.
I missed out on drawing an operations card. So
Yep.
we'll just draw a VIP room.
This one? Okay.
And then a bonus card. And let's look at my colors.
They're all 555.
Yeah,
It's
so
blue,
nothing,
orange,
nothing
and kind
special.
of like a
I
pinkish
will
hue.
draw the bonus card one, even though I'm probably not going to be able to use all of them, but I might be able to
Okay.
get.
So that's going back to your turn right there.
Yes,
Okay.
this is at in the middle of my turn to get some stuff.
Can we do a quick infamy count here?
Sure.
Sure.
We started on 5.
Yes. Well, yeah, you just add up your numbers and then see what your total is.
So I have, this is 5.
Yep.
8, 10, 13. I should be 18.
Yeah. So
So I'm
we
supposed to
missed
get
out one.
15 bucks in the vault.
Yep.
Please?
$15 for you?
Yeah.
In your
Straight
vault.
into my vault because I reached that point of infamy there.
Great
Gotcha.
job.
Okay, thank you. Can you count yours, Naveen?
Well, I'm supposed to get the second move right here. So that was because I get the double move.
Okay.
Okay.
So I should be at 15, I think. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 4
is 15.
Is that where I'm
Correct.
at? Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so that was just the playing a card. Now I'm going to go ahead and cook some books. I have 3 books. Let's go ahead and do it. I have at least 3 defended areas. So let's do that. So that's going to be 20.
Okay.
I have 3 protected stills in this zone. 1, 2, 3. So that's another 20.
You said stills, but you meant speakeasy.
Speakeasies, yes. Sorry,
Speakeasies.
speakeasies. And that's going to allow me to bump up. Am I getting anything yet? No. I will bump up on let's just bump up on this because maybe I can send
VIP?
some people out. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Am I one away from getting
You are one away from an operations and bonus card if you want to bump up on
for
this
10?
this 10.
I really want to get to that $15 in the
Well,
vault.
then maybe
You're
the
so
10
close.
The 10
Uh,
is worth it.
Monique, did you get your $15 in the vault? When
Yeah,
You
you
just
just
did
handed
it.
it to me.
Okay, perfect. I did. I handed
Yeah.
You're the money
in the
person.
middle of this
I
turn.
should just ask you for any.
I think it was in the middle of this turn.
denomination.
That's why. Okay,
Okay.
so I really have to figure out. I mean, this book to cook would be 15. And then the last book I'm going to cook is the same one that you did over there, Michael.
Okay.
So I'm going to get $10 for that.
And
So
you-
my total is going to be 50.
50. Wow.
20
20
plus
plus 10.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab
Ah.
a 50. Okay, I'm going to get my 50 for that.
Okay.
And then I definitely need my family member. I do not want to forget that. That is very important for me. So family will go here. And that is it. So now I just need to draw a card. And I'm going to go ahead and take this card. There we go.
All right. That is it, right?
That's it.
Okay, so we have a new turn order here. Or did you switch places?
Yep.
Yeah, so
You
I have
did,
your 3.
okay.
Since we switched turn order, you're going to get 3 for your casino.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
And Michael, 3 for your casino.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I haven't been counting how much this has profited so
For you,
far,
it's
but
one
that's
more than me.
pretty
I
good.
think it's 12 for you.
It's pretty
and
good.
9
When
for
the
me.
casino costs 7 minus a discount, that's pretty good.
Plus you
it
can
paid itself off.
sell barrels at a higher price
Yeah,
point. It's really nice.
I'm not doing that.
All right. So I think I'm going to send my capo over there to the docks. So the left side, please.
one?
Yes.
All right. Create
And
some havoc.
I'm going to hire a goon for free.
Yeah, that's good.
So may I have a goon, please? This is the 4 cost.
You're going to play an orange card?
Thank you. I am going to play an orange card, the only card I have left in my hand. So this is my still card. I bump up here.
Yep.
I also gain an infamy. Please, Michael, do you mind?
do.
So I'm in the next threshold
For selling.
of selling. And then this is going to allow me to produce 2 more barrels. Even though I don't even know if I'll be able to sell them. Well, no, my problem is I won't be able to deliver them.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Is it?
I mean, for us.
For you? Okay.
Yeah.
So then
There's
I
your 2
have
barrels you
my
produced.
2 barrels that I produced, and then now I think I'm going to try to rob a rum runner.
Okay.
Okay, I think the only one that you're involved in is this. Oh, no, you
There's
can do
2.
the
There's
blue
2
one.
there.
The blue one's
But
just more
the blue
expensive.
one is
Harder to do.
it's harder to do because I need a total of 15, right?
Right.
But you get more cash.
But I get
for
more
it.
cash.
Way more cash.
Because
Way
it's
more cash.
$5 per strength, and I'm all the way up at the 5 here.
Yeah,
You
you'll
just
get the
need to pay
max.
me once.
I will.
Okay.
I shall. So I have 2.
Yep.
2 family members here. I'm going to pay for one of Michael's. So here's your $1.
Thank you.
So that's 5 times 3 for a total of 15.
You're good.
And I've robbed the rum runner. May I have
You
the
did.
barrel, please?
Last barrel comes
Thank
off.
you.
There
This
you
is going to go directly. Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and place this barrel at my casino. Might as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yep.
And then I also get the crate.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Please.
This is a good crate.
You've been getting some
Thank
solid
you.
Really
rates.
good.
This is $5 per for the level of strength. So this is $25, and I also get a $2 discount when I pay to use my associate.
Yeah.
Amazing one.
So this
So,
is cash in hand.
it's
Do you have-
cash in hand.
Do you have 25 by any chance? Just there. So I'll give you
25
50.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there 25.
25. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. So this is cash in hand. I also have to pull back one of my family members, so they're going to my VIP room.
Okay.
The crate gets replaced,
Yep.
and then the rum runner will move. So they're just going to move
there you
over by 1 here. What's that? $3?
$3 for the strength association.
Over the strength of your
of your
associate.
associate, yeah.
Oh, interesting. And then that's the same ongoing benefit of the $2 cheaper to actually utilize the services of the associate.
That's great because that's the crate I wanted to buy.
You were gonna buy that?
For the passive benefit.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, for the passive benefit.
And now I can still do it.
Yeah, because you have that one, and also the rum runner may look empty, but you can always still purchase the one. There's one. You just consider it one off.
The $9,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a party card.
Party card.
please.
Party time.
Yes, party
Okay,
time. All
very
right,
good.
that's it.
All right, well, I have had this. Now it's worth it to actually sell 2 of these barrels. So I'm going to use this to do a free sell action.
Okay.
So I'm going to sell at these 2 fine establishments.
Mm-hmm.
We have 1 and 1. So these are the lower, and I'm going to get a total of $30.
Yep.
All right, off those go. And that will be cash in hand. So I'll take a 50.
Yep.
And I'll give back 20. Very
Okay.
good. So I'm happy I did that.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going back to the restaurant twice here. So I'm going to spend a card. I'll just get rid of this one.
Okay.
That goes underneath. And then I'm going to take, for the final time, this action there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this card
Okay.
because that's what I have to do. That's the rules.
Okay.
And so now my card that I'm going to play, that's what I'm going to do there, is I'm going to play this card. So this one gets me a book, which I'll go ahead and cook in a few minutes. And then I'm going to be able to go ahead and put out some of my family members into some of these buildings. So the cost now to me is 2. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4 for this. So the math there is 2 times 2 is 4. Sorry. Okay, so that goes there, which is good. And then this goes here, which is really important for me.
You're in.
Plus
to make
25.
my score look somewhat respectable.
You diluted.
So
You diluted our earnings.
I did. You guys are too good.
What a shame.
So that's gonna go in, and then now I have the ability to cook another book.
You got one more card that's been just floating out
Oh
there.
yeah, this card has been
whole
hanging
time.
out here this whole time. I'm so bad at it.
I'll do it.
Do you mind helping me out?
Yeah.
So I could either spend 2 of these tokens, or I can cook a book, and then I'm gonna cook a book. So let's go ahead and just cook the book that's out here. So I'm
The
gonna
one
get-
that we just all casually ignored.
I need
Okay.
$10
Okay.
to go into
You
my vault.
have earned the right for an
card.
operations card.
Yeah.
And don't forget to upgrade something.
Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade.
that's truly
Well, I don't have any
bonus.
cards here, so I'll just go ahead and upgrade this one right here. There's
Okay.
no real rhyme or reason.
All right.
Definitely gonna want to take this one because I do have this this rum out there that's not being sold.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take one of these, and so let's see what colors I have. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this ability will be nice. This allows me to take an upgrade action before my turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so all right, and I think that's it. So now I need to draw another card.
Yes,
So
and we
let's-
also get a new helper. So we have two free
2 goons.
2 free goons.
recruitments. That's pretty
All
nice.
right, that was that. That was the last of me.
All right. So I am going to attack the rum runner.
On the right?
Here
And sorry, at the docks.
at the docks here.
No.
They go all the way up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna
you-
push Monique.
Oh, you are. I get
Yes.
to go to the park.
I would like the free goon, but actually,
Goon.
before I forget, I'm going to use this. And what colors do we have there?
You have red, purple, and like a blue.
Okay, I'll take the purple, please.
Purple. Yep. Okay. There you go.
And so that's being used there. And now I have these two.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
What's
so
up?
Monique has a free choice.
I do, but this is such an important decision.
Yeah.
It really is. It really depends on what I want to do for my final turn. I think I'm going to take a city tile.
Okay.
Because I just don't think I'll be cooking any books for the final turn. But the thing is, I don't like any of the ones that are showing, and I don't remember what's under them. So I feel like, for some reason, this is good, although somebody covered something there. Is that the one that has the bump up?
I don't remember a
Hard
bump
to
up
say.
being-
Yeah, I have no
being
idea.
in-
All right, I'll just take this.
Okay,
Aha! Oh,
family member.
Family
family member. Not great. Okay. Let's go here.
You can cover
Cover
it.
up the family member.
Huh?
Cover it up.
Okay. If you insist. There you go.
Okay, so now let's continue with my turn. I'm gonna get the extra goon for free. I'm gonna play the orange card.
Okay.
There you go, Naveen. I get an orange bump. I'm going to spend another card to get a second bump.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 2 bumps.
So you get the $15.
Get $15, please.
15 into the vault. There you go.
Thank you. And then
Great.
I'm going to attack the blue turquoise rum runner.
This one.
And it will take
16 to attack.
I have 4 family members there. I have a strength of 4.
You're
That
good.
is 16.
No pay to Monique.
Not paying me out.
No paying. All right, so the crate, I'll get the crate, and I believe it is 3 times the strength of my associate gangster, and so that would be 18.
18. All right.
Okay.
10, 15.
And then now I have the same power as Monique. Is that using my associate
There you
Yeah.
costs 2 fewer bucks?
Yeah, that's
go.
nice.
Very good.
Okay, and then I get a barrel. Even though there's none on the track, I still get one from the
Okay.
supply, and I will put it right here.
Oh, okay.
Good spot.
And then I have to return a family member.
Yes.
Uh,
We also
let's-
get a new crate.
Yeah, we'll just put this crate out right now.
What
There
is
you go.
that? Oh, that's for
5,
the party
depending
track.
how much
Okay,
you can party.
and
yeah.
let's just give me the one from the top row
Top
at
row?
the dock.
No, his
this
family
one's right,
members.
yeah.
Family member.
Yeah, they go back.
Go there.
And it was this rum runner?
Yeah.
So they are going to move. They're going
the
real
way-
All the way
far.
back to
Oh,
to
All
where
the
I
way
am.
back too. So if you'd like to rob this rum
maybe.
runner, they've been through a lot, I will say. That's the blue
Yeah,
one,
but I
right?
don't like their crate ability though. That's my problem.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
That's the one track I kind of lagged on.
And then I would like a purple card.
Purple.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Very good. That is that. So let's redo turn order. So in the final act, that is a turn order. We each get $3.
Here's 2, Naveen, if you want to give me a
Okay,
5.
Yeah, here's a 5, Michael.
Thank
Do you want me to
Yeah,
do
you
something
take
like
the 2,
that?
and
Oh.
I'll give you 1.
Oh, thank you.
That's how it works.
Thank
There
you,
go.
thank you, thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, so now we're going to move into our final Lucky Luciano phase. And this time we're not going to be putting out any more mobsters for the next act because this
Right.
is the final one. But we are going to be putting out the rest of the police officers.
Yes.
So by the end of the game, all districts have officers. Keep that in mind when you play this. All right, so let's go ahead and start up here
All right, in District
in District 4.
4. What do you got?
Okay, we got Frank Costello.
How much?
12. Oh, no, 10.
9, 10.
9 plus 1.
Ooh.
That's a 6.
So I'm gonna have to fight that for 10.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
I could do that.
Because the range for this act is 10 to 12. Right, so you kind of got to work easy.
Okay, Monique.
Okay, so this is 10.
We have Meyer Lansky.
Oh, Mayor
okay.
Letsky. Oh, okay,
And
so
that's what? Number 10?
Number 10.
number
yeah.
10.
Okay. And then here's a...
So they
9.
have a strength of 9, but
9,
we're
but
gonna
they're
have
fighting
to.
for how much?
They're 11.
11,
They're
okay.
attacking for 11.
And then in this one, we have Dutch Schultz.
Okay.
14.
12.
And
12.
14.
Yeah,
For
number
12?
14,
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye. All right, so then one more.
All right, and the last one, we have Vito Genovese
Okay.
in 16
16.
with a 10 plus 2. It is really good that I got that extra
Goon.
goon from bumping up Monique, and we'll see
Yeah.
that coming up.
That's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start in 4.
Yep.
That's it. So this is against one person.
Me.
Yes, Naveen.
What's the math over there that they have?
This is 10.
10? Okay, so I have 4, 5. Then we're going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goon time.
Goon time.
All right.
All they go. Thank you for
Okay,
your
and then
service.
put out a mob speakeasy
Oh, yeah.
in that one
They're
spot
just
that
gonna hang
never
out here.
anyone did anything.
Yeah.
All
Very
right,
good.
Moving on to District 10.
Oh, that's
buddy.
me.
And that's for
Yeah,
11.
11?
You need to get to 11 defense.
Okay, I have 5. What is it? Oh no, I have 5. And I could
Spend
spend
4.
for 8. And then I have oh my gosh. How much
What's
do I have to
important to you,
defend?
Wendy?
11?
You have to defend 11 and then 12 coming up over
Mm-hmm.
here.
Oh, I think I can use literally both of these goons to protect both.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't. This would only be up to 10. Since I can't defend both, I am just going to defend this one here
Okay.
for the purposes of area control for this phase. So we said it's 11, right?
Yep.
So I have 5. I'm going to spend 2
Yep.
of my dollars because of my discount
Okay.
from here
Yep.
to make that 8. And then I have to
9, 10, 11.
discard 3 of my goons.
There you go.
So, all right, we are protected, but
Okay.
we do gain another mob speakeasy there.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so that is it for District 10.
All right, now we're at 14. We get a mob speakeasy out right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then technically defense is in turn order.
Yes, so starting with me,
Starting with you, Monique.
I'm not going to
You
defend
say nine.
because Michael is already winning this district anyway.
okay.
It's great that it's protected, but
Wiped out.
I can't. I can't afford it. So
They
they
lost.
actually go out of the
They're
game.
out of the game.
Yep.
All right, so then it goes
We
to
need
you,
a
Michael.
mob speakeasy to represent
Oh, yeah.
the destruction.
Oh yeah,
Destruction
because
of said
You
area.
were
that's what
taken over.
happens.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay. And then I need to defend, and I believe it is for 12.
for
right?
12. Yeah.
So I have 4. I'm going to hire Bertie Brown for 6 more to get to 10, and it costs me 2 fewer bucks. So that is a total of 5.
Okay.
Okay.
5.
There
And
you
so
go.
then that's 10, and I need to get to 12. So that is these two right here.
Did it.
12.
You did it.
Safe.
Successful defense.
You're safe.
And then basically the exact same thing is happening over here because it is 12 again.
Yep.
Okay.
And so I will spend
5. And then the 2
Okay.
games.
and then the 2
2
goons,
goons.
which is why I'm glad I had
And-
exactly 4.
2 mob speakeasies.
2 mobs.
Please?
Okay. There you go.
Did you high five me?
I did.
Okay. So that is it. We have done our final mob war
Yep.
attack.
Now it's just police officers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Replace these little blue.
Everywhere you see blue.
Everywhere.
buttons.
They are now everywhere. So if you want to score for these buildings, you will need to send a family member over.
Yes. It
Thank
sounds
you.
like you're talking to yourself. over here at this casino, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and score these zones.
Okay.
Can you
Mob.
read them out? Mob.
Me.
Naveen. Mob.
Mob.
This is you, Naveen?
That's me, yes.
Okay. This is this?
Both of you.
Both of us.
Us?
So me and purple.
Purple. Mob.
In the mob. I couldn't do it all.
Okay. So 25 for you,
25
Naveen,
for me.
and
then
15 for me.
15
is
for
still solid.
Monique. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. So then moving on to this zone up there.
them.
Mob.
Mob again.
Is that
I think
this
it's Michael.
blue? Michael?
Yep.
Okay. Up there.
Mob.
The mob. The
You
mob.
didn't you defended against them.
I think that was like the first one I built.
Yeah.
I just abandoned
home
it.
base.
Okay, this is Michael
Michael, because your casinos, yeah.
Yep.
and
And
Mob
the
again.
mob.
the mob. Oh, that's
Wow.
unfortunate. Ugh. Okay. So,
I get
Michael, 15.
15 for
15 for
being
Michael.
in first place, kind of. The mob is in first
The
place.
mob is in
but-
first there.
All right.
Nice. You're cleaning up here, Michael.
Yes.
Okay, so this is all of
Everybody.
us.
A three-way. I'm in there, yeah.
Yeah, you
Very
snuck
good.
in there, Naveen.
Yeah.
This is Michael.
Yep.
Michael.
Then we have
Michael again.
Michael again.
Yeah.
And,
then
Monique.
And me. Yes.
45,
There we go.
35, 25. I'll give you a 5.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
I
my gosh.
believe.
I'll give you
These
15.
last, like,
Michael's got some.
yeah, a little
some
bit
money.
of this game so far has been just crushing for Michael. In a good way.
Can you make me change?
Very good way. There you go.
Okay, 15.
Thank
comes
you.
Back.
Into
And
the
then
vault.
I get, what was it?
25.
25.
All right, I'll take it.
Pretty
Really
good for a single speakeasy.
Yeah, you just snuck in
I was
there.
waiting.
I had a casino and a speakeasy, and I got 15.
Yeah, that's great.
I thought I was going to be able to do something here, but I totally forgot that there was an officer coming in. All right, that is it for the Lucky Luciano phase. So let's go ahead and pull these back.
Okay.
And so now we're going to move into the final act. And so we are now in the year 1931, and Prohibition is coming to close.
Close, we see it. So
We
you gotta
see
get
it.
as much money now.
We see the end.
Yeah.
And so during this act, we're only going to be taking one final capo turn, and then we'll go into endgame scoring.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and bring back our capos.
Just bring back one.
But you're really
that's
just
all.
bringing back one.
Okay.
So the other ones are out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go to the restaurant.
Restaurant time.
Yes, let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
No problem.
I have to discard a card,
Okay.
and I guess I can only really go to the three
You have
turn
no
order.
cards
Really,
left, so you
I have
have
no
to go to
cards
three,
left.
yeah.
Yes, and at the start of my turn, actually, I'm supposed to use this.
Yep.
So this is my helper card that gains me a city token, which
Okay.
is very important because I want to be able to sell. And I'm going to replace this city tile,
Okay.
which has to go on one of these. I mean, I'll just go like that.
Okay.
And then this refills.
Yep.
All right, so that's a helper card.
Okay.
And then I am going to play two of my city tiles.
Okay.
I don't have any books, so I can't cook. So I'm going to play this one to get me a purple card, which is very
So you
important.
can play the purple
So
card.
I can sell my last barrel.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm just gonna, it doesn't really matter. There we go. And then my second city tile is going to be this one because I need to protect my casino or else I can't sell that barrel.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is, I'll just put this there. Okay. And I only have, let's see, I have one. Oh, I haven't.
You got it right here.
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
2, 3.
There you
Okay,
go. You're good.
perfect. So I'm going to place out a family member at my casino.
Uh,
It's now protected. I can now score it at the end of the game.
operating
So you
right
played
now.
2 city tiles. Now
Yes.
you're gonna play. I'm assuming that card.
I'm going
as
to play
well,
this card.
Okay.
That is right. So it lets me bump up on.
which gets you.
You get
Gets
me
you
something?
A card and a bonus card.
Oh,
This thing's worth 20.
hold on.
$20 right here.
Let me
If
see
you
if
don't
I-
have a blue, it's worth $20.
Is that, no, it's the white. It's the,
Oh, yeah.
the bottle on the left. Okay, I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
So that's my helper,
Very good.
and I get a card. I don't think it really matters anymore, right? I'll just take another one of these,
Okay.
and this is gonna go in. So now I can sell,
Yeah.
and that's really the important part. Oh, this is supposed to switch out.
No worries. I'll just take it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
I only have one barrel on the board, and it is the one at my casino. So I'm going to sell the one for 25.
25.
25,
All right.
please. And this goes out. And I believe that is it for my turn. We're still going to get the $3 at the
25
end
is
of
gonna go
this.
here,
It's just so, it is just such a nice
Hey,
little
$3 is good.
delightful
Yeah.
pay.
Paid your whole casino off probably.
Yeah, I probably. And I'm just going to draw any card.
Okay.
And that is my entire game. So
Okay.
I'm done taking actions.
All right.
It now goes to you,
Michael?
Michael.
All right.
Last turn.
Well, I did want that. What is the purple called?
The party card?
Party card, so that I can get a bump to sell one more. But I actually think I see a better route now that you forced me to not look at that. I'm going to spend this bonus card
Okay, which is what?
to get the benefit of one of the face-up bonus cards, and I'm going to choose the 2 books.
This
Two
one.
books.
Oh, 2 books right here.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, 2
Okay,
books for
so
Michael?
2 books
What is going
for
on?
me.
You gonna cook?
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
about to
find a
cook?
place to cook.
Okay.
We're going to the restaurant. Everybody loves to go to the restaurant.
It's a good place.
I have to get rid of a card.
restaurant.
That card will be this card.
Okay, so you're going to go to the first place or the third?
I'm just going to go to the first.
First.
So you're
Okay.
just gonna force yourself here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play a card,
Okay.
and that card is this one. I get a book, and I'm going to
Oh,
sell.
no.
A triple book.
You're
and
going to sell and triple. No, Naveen, we're in so much trouble.
It's been over since the beginning.
Triple
We knew this.
Here's,
book.
here's this
All right.
card.
And you have so many barrels. It
Okay.
has been over for a
Well,
while.
yeah,
I think.
I
for
wanted
a
to
long
sell
time.
4. I can only sell 3, but we'll sell this one, this one, and this
Oh
one.
my
So
gosh.
that was for 25, 25, 20 for 70.
70.
Please, I will probably give you 30, Naveen.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you
100.
250s.
We were earning 25, and Michael's like, huh,
70.
that's nice.
Oh man.
So you're giving him 100?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
30 back.
30 back.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Okay, so that was that scary
That's
portion
dirty money.
of it. All 3 of my books are going to come on over here. So we have 5 protected. I
Yeah.
believe I have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have 1 crate, and then we have 2 crates.
Crates, which is legal.
Wow.
Total
So you
of
can't do
50.
this, but you can do this.
Yes.
So what is that? Another 50?
50,
50.
please.
50.
So 70, $120.
Turn.
Turn.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Giddy up.
Well played, Michael.
We
are
don't
you,
know the score yet.
you gonna draw a card at the end?
Oh,
just
sure.
For the hate draft.
I'll take a stills card.
So, okay, might as well. Don't even have a still. Never even made a still.
Never made it.
Just bought and robbed.
Yep.
But, and I mean,
Pretty
I
good.
think that's what they did.
Yes. Okay, well, I have this thing. This allows me to do an upgrade. So I might as well upgrade this and make it the most lucrative I can. So I'm going to upgrade that Speakeasy into a nightclub in this zone, my first time in this kind of extra building. I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way, and I get a discount. So instead of paying 12, because this is completely cleared, it's going to be 9. So I'm going to spend 10, get 1 back, and that finishes this out. This is going to go away.
Cool.
So now it's more, because of that, I get to bump up on the track for there. Yep.
That's 15 more.
15 more. So 15 goes into the bag. That was very important for me to get that. Okay.
I assume you bump maybe
Are you doing
your
purple?
party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, party. Yeah, that's
There
the
you
one that's going to go there.
Okay.
Okay, last action. We're going to head over here, and I'm going to take this action.
Yep.
I'm going to talk with that person. I'm actually going to skip out on this whole part.
Oh, okay.
I just need to play a purple card, which
Okay.
is this one, so I can sell. So I'm going to bump up on purple, which is
Okay.
going to get me to that next level, right?
Yep.
And so now when I sell to a nightclub, it's going to be worth 25.
25.
So there you go. So that'll just go there. I'm going to do sell. I'm going to get 25. And I think that's going to be pretty much my game right there. So
Okay.
Nice. It's a good
that's
amount.
that. And then I'm just going to draw a card. My turn. There we go.
All right.
That's it. We
That's
still
it,
changed turn order because we're
yeah.
going to
So you
gain
guys get your
Give us
threes.
our
Money.
$3,
Unbelievable.
please.
Any
Should've looked at
5s
this,
over
you
there?
know. I got a 3.
Fives?
I got a perfect 3 right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Thank you.
And that is it. We have
Yeah.
reached the end of Prohibition. So we're going to end game scoring. I have a feeling that Michael did really,
I
really
think
well.
yes, I'm
But
pretty
it's
sure.
hard to tell without knowing exactly how much money we have in our vaults and how much we're about to get paid out.
Yep.
Right?
That's true.
So our final scores during endgame scoring, you're supposed to add up the money that you have in hand
Yep.
with the money in your vault.
Okay.
Plus any money that you earn from your operating buildings that are still on the board, as well as your helper cards.
Yep.
The cards.
It's set collection. So let's go ahead and just pay out the buildings
Okay.
and the helper cards, and then we'll just add up our money privately.
Sure.
Okay. So let's just go and start with you, Naveen.
Okay.
Shall we?
So all my buildings are protected.
Okay.
So that's good. So I have 3 speakeasies.
Okay, that's 30.
That's 30. We have a still,
That's a 20, so 50.
so 50, and then I have a nightclub.
So 15, 65.
65,
okay,
yes.
so
And these prices are all listed here, so you can always kind of reference how much each building will earn you at the end of the game, as long as they are protected.
Okay.
All right, so then it goes to me. I have 1 unprotected building, so I don't get any money for that.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1, 2,
Two speakeasies.
speakeasies, a still, and a
Casino.
casino.
So it's like 60.
60?
60? Okay. $60.
60 for Monique.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I have 3 speakeasies,
Okay.
1
Okay.
casino, and 1 nightclub. So I believe that is
70?
It is 30 plus 20 plus 15, so 65.
Oh, 15. Okay. 65.
55. So, okay.
No.
I got 65.
All right.
I'm surprised I did.
And finally, we are going to pay out our helpers. So
Okay.
this is going to be according to the different bottles on the bottom left-hand corner. And you can only, basically, if you have several of the same type of bottle, you can only score for one of them.
So I have 3 different types.
Okay.
These are different ones. I get 20 plus another 5 and 5, so that's $30.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 20, 10, 10, 5. So it's 20, 30, 40, 45?
Yep.
45. Okay. Can I
45.
give you 50? And then I'll take back 5.
Sure.
I have 5 different but
Whoa.
of lower values. So
Okay.
10, 10, 10, and 2 5s for 40.
40.
40.
Okay. I'm going to give you a
Okay, it's
50.
not-
Can you give me a 10?
It's not a big
I
enough differential.
Well, yes. Where did my 10
There
go?
you
There
go.
it is.
Perfect. All right.
All
There
right.
you go.
So that is it in terms of the extra money we're getting paid out. So now all we need to do is count up the money that we have in our hand with our vault, and we will let you know what that final is in
All
a
right,
second.
We'll see.
All right, we have done all our math, so let's just go left to right.
Okay, sure. Probably coming in last, 374.
Okay,
374.
442.
442. Okay. Michael? Did you get 500?
No. 434.
Oh! Monique?
What?
Monique got the win.
Monique got the win.
Yeah.
This happened. Okay, so we played this just like 2 nights ago also, and the exact same kind of thing happened where we thought one of us was going to win, and then Monique edged it out.
What was the difference? I mean, it was really close.
It was really
right?
close.
442 and
434.
434, so it's
8 points.
$8.
Just a
Whoa.
random little move in there.
We'll find out that somebody didn't pay for something. 46 minutes and
but
38
actually,
seconds.
that is so
And that
interesting. I
caused a
had
snowball effect.
like 200 in hand. I just had a lot in hand
Yeah, no, you
You
did.
did.
You did
Was-
great.
you did
in
great at
hand.
the...
at the
Yes.
crate. Oh,
Trading.
wow.
Wow.
Well, that was shocking. Either
Yeah.
way, this is still higher than what we've scored in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the gameplay itself is getting more strategic the
Yeah.
more we play it.
Oh, yeah.
So we know sort of what to look for, you know, going into districts that have mob speakeasies in them early is really beneficial.
Yep.
Yeah, you basically didn't have to really face the mob wars too much. You were able to kind of maneuver around, meaning you're not wasting your time, but like you're not taking the actions that's like, how am I going to go protect myself against the mob?
Right.
So you can
It-
focus on other enterprises.
Yeah, it does require a little bit more early strength, but it is beneficial in not having to go up
Yeah.
against, like I lost a bill. I lost both of them,
You
really.
did, but I guess it didn't
get
matter
to
for you.
benefit from either.
Yeah.
Oh, I spent 2 points for that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it
That's so
worked out
funny.
though.
But there you go. That is Speakeasy at 3 players. Now, at higher player counts, this will be not blocking that spot.
Mm-hmm,
And so multiple people can sort of do that. These goals will also change from game to
Right.
game.
Yep.
And there are several of these that come with the game. There are a lot more crate tiles, by the way, that
yeah.
we did not get to see.
These are just some of
So the
other
game
ones.
comes
Yeah.
with, just like standard Lacerda games, a lot of the scoring criteria are very variable.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're playing the 2-player game, there's an opposite side of the board that has fewer persons of interest to speak to.
Mm-hmm.
And the game will also come with a solo mode.
Cool.
Well, there you have it. That is Speakeasy. This game is currently on Kickstarter, so if you are interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description, which you can check out. If you have any questions about anything you saw here, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. And thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.